Hello there. Welcome to Jim Talking Rat. I'm Big Kev. This is a Big Rim. Who's fuck you? Fuck. Yeah.
Hey, yo, Arnold, you just gotta talk a little lower than this. Nick said you gotta be kind of calm about it.
But I should have been in that new Predator movie on Hulu. The fact that they didn't let me in there was a bad.
Hey, whatever. Hey, Adrian, how you doing? How's everybody doing out there? It's Rocky. What's going on?
Speaking of which, though, Rim, I know you just got back from the
Yeah,
Juggalo
Planet
Fest.
Fat Fuck.
Yeah, how was the festival?
How was the fisting?
The
What?
festival. What festival? No fisting? No shit.
Oh, well, yeah, shit. Um, Pretty good, except for the crowdness of children in there that just talk and don't wipe their ass.
Hi, mommy. I don't wipe my ass.
Dude, the motherfuckers go in there and don't wipe off equipment and shit. There's a lot of times I've caught them pissing on the toilet seats and shit. They don't even wipe that off. That's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, especially like what they have in Porta Johns there and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking nasty. Oh, Planet Fat Ass. It's a public bathroom. Could you clean up your ass?
And ladies and gentlemen, if you think like festival bathrooms are bad like that, well, you have never, if any of y'all have ever had gym memberships, if you ever seen a gym bathroom, especially the men's,
I heard the women's is much worse.
the one that we go to, Mel says it's actually not that bad. But
Oh,
I will say the men's bathroom in there, I've seen a lot of naked old dudes.
yeah, a lot of dudes my age too walk around butt ass naked, blow drying their balls, and fucking just butt naked walking around. Like, dude, if you got an 8-year-old kid that walks in there, you're gonna fucking lose your shit, man. Like, dude, wrap a towel around your fucking 4-inch pecker. I don't care to see your tic tac. I'm gonna run my fucking kid, dude. And as to your question about the Juggalo gathering, it was fucking amazing, great, but being out in a tent in the fucking heat for 100 degrees, that sucked donkey dicks. That sucked. I've never camped a day in my life until then, but just no air, just pure heat. Man, that was hell. I thought I was going to come back losing 50 pounds in that shit. The Porter Johns were like always filled over the seat. They didn't, oh, it was bad.
Bring it to like,
There was motherfuckers there burning the rebel flag, putting it in the toilet.
oh, good Lord.
Oh yeah, because they got a song called "Fuck the Rebel Flag," and a lot of them do not like the rebel flag. I was like, damn, I don't like it either, but I don't go to that extreme.
No, I wouldn't go to that extreme. Especially if you're in the, I don't know where the gathering was at, but if you're in like,
Oh, it was like in the South area, middle of nowhere, called Thornville, Ohio, and I'm thinking, well, I'll give it to you, motherfuckers. Got some balls. You got some balls there.
oh my
I
gosh.
mean, but you naked girls walking everywhere, naked dudes walking everywhere. Acid, cocaine, every drug you could imagine. Somebody said, but when I left, I didn't see this, but somebody said there was a blowjob competition there.
Good Lord.
In a pussy eating contest. I'm like, for one, that's fucking disgusting. 100-degree heat, motherfuckers ain't showering and shit. That's fucking disgusting. I mean, I can smell the HIV from here. Fucking nasty. Ugh. That's like the last thing I thought about camping outside in the heat, sweaty balls is getting laid. Just didn't care. I was like, for one, I ain't fucking in a 100-degree tent. Stinking. No, it's fucking nasty. And like the showers there, you only had like 4 minutes to get in the shower and get the fuck out. And the showers were smaller than an anorexic crackhead. Like you could not wash your balls. I could barely fit in there.
I bet some old lady probably won that blowjob contest. She just took her dentures out.
Ugh.
I take my teeth out, gum your ass. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Granny, don't bite it. Give me an allowance after you're done. Fucking shit. There was people going down to the gas station paying $15 for a shower. Fuck that shit.
Jesus.
Like there was a planet. I didn't even think with my fucking head because I was just enjoying my first gathering, so I didn't think about it. But there was a Planet Fat Ass right down the road that I could have just went to and got a free shower, but I didn't. I don't know. I was enjoying myself. I didn't think about it. There were so many concerts going on, so many festivals. I was like, fuck, I didn't think about it.
You could have went in as Big Rim and could have came out losing all that. You could have lost 50 pounds. It looked like Shelton Benjamin.
That's what I'm saying and shit. Most of the time, I just used a hose and washed my nuts off and shit. I was like, I'm not gonna lie. If you are a clean person, you will not like it there. It's not good for a clean person.
Especially if you're a big, especially when you're a big guy like me and Rim. You know, if you definitely, it's important definitely to. And the heat is definitely important to wash off.
You wouldn't believe the food truck prices there for a large pizza, and I'm not bullshitting you. $30,
Yeah,
dude. I went down to Little Caesars and got like 2 of them, $10. I'm like, get the fuck out of here! I can get a large pizza for $5. $30? Does it come with a hand job? The fuck? I paid for like a Philly cheesesteak. I swear to God, it was about like 6 inches. The guy's like $15. Oh, get the fuck out of here!
it comes with a
Yep.
it comes with a $30 pizza. Comes with a hand job and an old granny blowjob.
For 15 alone for not a 6-inch fucking Philly. Get the fuck out of here! I could have gone on the road to Subway and got a foot long for that price, even more. A couple bucks more, I got a foot long.
I can only
I
imagine
couldn't
how much.
believe-
I can only imagine how much drinks were.
Oh, dude, like some people were walking around with slushies. I'm like, how much you pay for that slushie? Oh, $8. What the fuck, dude? You could go to Food Lion and get a couple 2 liters for like 69 cents. You can go make your own slushie. I don't know how you food trucks, how you bastards sleep at night. I don't know how you do that shit. I was like, fuck this shit. I ain't going to a food truck, dude. Every time I ate, I went down the road to like Subway or some shit. Well, fuck that shit. I ain't paying for that.
Yeah, these are the same people who will complain later on. I ain't got no money. You're like, well, gee, I wonder why you ain't got no money.
Same equivalent as telling people,
Can I get some handouts for the gathering? I ain't got no money to eat.
but you got money to afford a brand new car off the lot. Yeah, don't bullshit me with that. Or like, anybody ever notice how some of these YouTubers that you guys donate money to, you ever just sat for a second and thought, wonder where that money goes? You really think if they donate, they take that money and they make it a good cause? Fuck no. You want to know where that money went? That motherfucker got a brand new Mustang outside or a brand new car. That's where your money went. You bought that motherfucker car is what you did.
You bought their house. You bought their cell phone bill.
Dude, I have never donated $1 to nobody on YouTube. Never. I just won't do it. Like, if I really know it's for a good cause, like animal shelter or stuff like that, yeah. I'm not giving some random YouTuber, here's $50 of my hard-earned money. Why? What are they going to do for you? Oh, I can make you a moderator and give you a sticker. Oh, God. Thanks. Thanks. Give you $50 and I get a sticker in the moderator position. Wow, that's really worth it.
You got a smiley face sticker.
Yeah, we'll shout out your name. Wow, I paid $50 to hear my name. It just, I always like, you ever just, looked at that donation shit and thought, why are people giving people money for shouting out their name?
See, I can understand something like if you have a friend and they're in need, like our friend was in need, and her and her, when they needed something, I'm like, I can understand that if you're homeless and you got nowhere to go. But or if it's a good cause like you're talking about. But if it's one of those things where you're giving money to people, no, I really don't feel comfortable giving my hard-earned money to any of these people where they're like, hey, well, if you pay for my Patreon too.
Yeah, I mean, a friend of mine, she paid Shaggy Tudo from the St. Clown Posse to give my YouTube channel a shout out, and they said Juggalo Gamer 85. She only paid $5. I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. A celebrity gives your YouTube channel a shout out, whatever. Cool as fuck. It's just a random YouTuber that I don't know, just wanting like 50 to. I could have sworn I seen somebody donate, and I'm shit you not. They're like, oh, thank you, Tony, out there in the chat, super chat. Thank you for donating $100 to me. You just gave $100 to a random YouTuber? Yo. No, I can't do that. No. What the fuck? What are you going to get for that? You going to get a shirt? You going to get an autograph? Nope. I'm just being nice. Here's $100.
Here
like-
it is. Here it
That's
is.
like hooker money.
Oh, you could join us for $5, and then they have not only do they have the Patreon sites, and then they have the when they get to like 1,000 subs, you can you could join my thing, and you get like early access to stuff. Oh my, does it come
It's
with
like-
downloadable content that I don't know?
I don't know, like me, yeah, because like I'm a hard person to please sometimes with certain people. Like a lot of people on YouTube that a lot of people like, I don't give a fuck about. I don't see the big deal. There's a lot of people that get big and famous. I'm like, maybe that's y'all's taste. I don't find them funny. I just don't care for them. You know, you have different taste than most people do. It's like when someone tells you when a movie's really popular and everybody's like, you got to see it, and you finally see it, and you're like, that was it? No, I didn't think it was big of a deal. Because you've seen movies that didn't make it big, and you were like, I thought that was funnier. I did.
You know what's interesting too is that a lot of people fall into that whole BS of the online world. They'll sit there and be like, "Hey, you really should go see the movie because I heard it's bad." Well, I'm still gonna go see the movie regardless of what you were.
Yeah, you got to give your own opinion about it. Just people can say a movie sucked, and you're like, well, let me see it for myself. Then I'll be the judge.
Mel and I have always been that way. It's been like one of those things where we had friends in the past that go, "Oh, that movie sucked. Don't go see it. Don't go see it. Don't go see it." We're like, "Yeah, well, guess what? We're still going to go see it anyways." Or
Now, if it's like a franchise that they've been screwing up from a certain number, and they keep fucking it up, and I keep giving it a chance, I don't even give a shit to see it anymore. I don't care. It's like they came out with that new Prey movie, Predator.
Yeah.
I didn't care to see it because the last Predator movies have been dog shit, and they've been treating that character like shit. And then I heard Predator got his ass whipped by like 100-pound fucking chick. And I'm like, really? Don't even want to see it. I'm really tired of the woke shit. Go woke or go broke.
Well, there's a couple of YouTubers that I do like. I do like Tyrone Magnus. I don't know if you do, but
he's funny as shit. He's got a great personality.
Yeah.
I love watching his try not to laugh videos too. They're great.
I like his little video now where it talks about the age of a 40-year-old man because I can relate to it because I am 40. So I can.
He's 40?
Yeah, he's about 42.
Yeah, I thought he was about my age. That motherfucker looked young as shit. I would have never thought 42. Never.
And I do watch the Hodge twins.
Oh, I do too, but I can't keep up with it, man. They post so much shit. I'm like so far behind. So when you're going to work or you're doing things, certain YouTubers post videos. You're like, dude, I'm so far fucking behind. They've got so much content out. They are funny as fuck. Now, those two, I swear to God, if there would have ever been a tag team wrestlers, they would have been the funniest tag team I've ever seen.
I can see them right now and like somewhere like WWE try to feud with the Street Profit.
Oh my God. That'd be fucking hilarious.
Feud with the Usos.
Yeah, go balls deep in a bitch. Yeah. Give that girl that dick cheese. Yeah. Having a brother that's dead identical to you is kind of creepy, though. Like, they have the same muscle tone, same face. I always thought to myself, what would happen if they fell asleep in the same house with their wives and their wives accidentally fucked their own twin? I don't know. That came across my mind. I was like, I wonder if this ever happened. Like, one of them grabbed each girl, your wife went up behind the other one, grabbed your brother's ass. They're like, oh shit, it's me, Keith. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, technically you wouldn't get mad at your wife. You're like, it's okay, you thought it was me. We look alike.
Yeah, I know that you weren't able to be a part of the Sting thing bio that I'm doing, but I am working on an Undertaker.
Which was a great damn video, by the way. Congratulations.
Thank you. But I'm also working on the Undertaker one next. And
ooh, yeah.
So that one I'm kind of looking forward to because, everybody knows Taker's one of my favorites. So, but the whole, and when I was going back on that whole Sting thing, and yes, people, it does say about Jim Talk, but we also have a rant and everything else in here too, so you guys can go suck a dick if you didn't like the whole Jim thing. I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
So, Yeah, I mean, I like the Sting talk we did. I mean, the one thing I look at Sting's career, and I'm always known something about him, and I've pretty much noticed this. He hasn't had that many injuries in his career. Man, he's had some, but not like major. Where oh my god, his career is ended. I almost thought he was because of Seth Rollins. Thanks a lot, Seth Rollins. He almost killed the dude. You hear him? Nope.
Yeah, I lost you for like a second. My phone. What was that
Oh.
last thing you said?
I said, Sting really hasn't had that many injuries, but he almost died thanks to Seth Rollins.
Yeah, I mean, we all know about the famous, his leg injury of Ric Flair's climbing up the cage and
Yep.
blowing his knee out. I remember that. And other than that, he had that. I mean, he's talked about having broken ribs, the average kind of shit that wrestlers have, torn muscles.
He had some kind of injury. He had some kind of injury when he was facing Bret Hart at Halloween Havoc that he had to take care of too, but wasn't anything like.
Fuck that match. I hated that fucking match. Oh man, when I was a kid and I saw Bret Hart hit him in the head with the bat, I was so pissed as a kid. I was fucking ranting.
I have to ask you, Rim, what is your favorite carnation of Sting? Like what has always been your?
Oh, I gotta go original Beach Blonde colors. I mean, I love the Dark Sting. Don't get me wrong. I love Wolfpack, of course, but like the original colors were just my thing. Love them all, but the colors were that was my shit. That's like when the first time I saw Sting.
And his eyes would get big when he do a promo, and he's like,
hell yeah, coming out and shit. Man called Sting. Yeah, that's my shit.
Man,
oh! Yeah. That was my shit. The energy, the hyperness he had. It's like it went from I'd say it would come to the Crow Sting, the original Crow Sting. Like the original brooding, not talking, the Vulture was the shit. That was the shit. I don't give a fuck what people say about Wolfpack Sting. I thought Wolfpack Sting was underrated. I thought Wolfpack Sting was the shit. I love the red and black. I thought it was badass. Even fucking Joker Sting. Like, that wasn't that bad. He did good with it. I'm telling you, he did. Kind of had almost like a Jim Carrey touch to it,
What's your take on him with AEW now?
I love it. I think AEW's treating him very well. I do. I love what they're doing with him. I mean, they have done. You got to admit it. They have done more with that man than WWE ever fucking did with him at all. Period.
Yep, and he's getting to be a mentor to Darby Allin, and
which is good. You don't put a legend mentoring a young star. He's not getting title shots, which is fine because he's Sting. He's done it all. I don't need him to have a title. I don't need him with these things. It's fine as long as I see him. I wouldn't have given a fuck if he just came out and hit someone with the bat, gave a death drop. I'm like, awesome. That's fine. And when it came to WWE, what did we get out of that? Like a one win over Seth Rollins and Big Show on a Raw. That was it. And then a couple shitty promos that kissed Triple H's ass. Staying on a garbage truck.
There's two moments in WWE there's three moments in WWE that I love. The one in Survivor Series, obviously.
Yeah, when he debuted, the Survivor Series debut was badass.
I like the one where he came down and helped Randy Orton out of nowhere. I thought
that's pretty cool. Yeah, that one too.
And then I like the one where he is standing there in the statue and knocks Seth Rollins out.
Yeah, poor Sting underneath the fucking hot ass curtain.
Yep.
Fucking shit, Earl Shine in his paint job. Yes, people were only talking about the good Sting moments. The rest were just crap.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about. I mean, it's crap when Kevin Nash said to Scott Hall and Hogan were doing the run for WrestleMania, and Hogan and Scott Hall were like, "Why the fuck Sting losing?"
Shit, even like Road Dogg had the nerve to stick her for that. That's because Road Dogg worked for them. He's going to kiss ass. Anybody that works for Vince is not going to say anything bad about Vince. It's just not how it goes.
Well, the good thing is,
Like,
I mean, the good thing is that Vinnie Mac is out the door.
yeah, he is. Well, we hope so.
We hope so,
Hope.
maybe.
Because he's got still some kind of part in it. He ain't like dead. He's got some. It's still some of his shit.
He's probably calling Triple H, going, "What the hell is that?" Yeah.
So funny after everything pops up with Vince getting sued for fucking sexual shit. Now all of a sudden he wants to leave. Isn't that funny?
Well, that had to take something. It's either he was going to die or.
I find it so funny that people were surprised about the hush money. People, come on, are you that damn stupid? You really didn't think Vince paid off some girls to hush their mouth while they were sucking his dick? Come on now. That's I've been knowing shit like, come on now. It's Vince. It's fucking Vince.
If you watch the Attitude Era and the Ruthless Aggression Era, if you couldn't tell by Vince at that point. Yeah.
Exactly.
So one of the things too that I wanted to talk to you about, Rem, and I get this, and I've gotten this over the last couple of years, and that when you're a bigger guy, obviously it's and I'm sure you've read the Arnold Encyclopedia of bodybuilding. If any of y'all have never read that book, you should read that book. It's very helpful. It talks about all your body types that you have and what you need to target, and so. For a guy like Rim and a guy like me, we go into the gym. Guys like us can easily put on muscle easily. Now, some of you are probably thinking, and I know Rim has gotten this in the past, and I've gotten this in the past. Hey, what kind of drugs are you taking? You taking any steroids? No, motherfucker.
The ones your mama sold me, bitch.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. Why don't ask something fucking rude like that? That's fucking rude. That is rude as shit to ask somebody. It really fucking is, whether you like it or not. Because I've had guys ask me that. They were fat as fuck. And I just want to say, well, what kind of bra do you use for titties? But see, if I say something like that, I'm an asshole. It's cool for you to say it, but I can't say shit.
Right.
Because then I prove the gym stereotype right. No. We got every right to have a set of balls. Motherfucker, you come at me disrespectful, I come at you disrespectful. You piss on my lawn, I piss on your lawn. It's that damn simple.
And it's one of those things too. You see these real lanky guys at the gym, and they do have a really good upper body tone to them. But when you see them and they're wearing a pair of shorts,
it looks like you're watching SpongeBob.
It looked like some kind of wrestler I created back then on SmackDown versus Raw called Kiwi. Big upper body, small legs.
Like, homie, when you got legs that are smaller than Spike Dudley, like I've seen a couple of them today like that. They're all like that, constantly flexing arms in the mirror. You got to admit, every time you see a guy flex in the mirror, it's constant arm flexing. It's like, there's other parts but arms. And I know we could say that, but we're both in our pictures right now with our arms flexing, but we got other parts that are bigger too.
Yeah.
So I don't get it. I just don't fucking get it. I don't get the, if you want to look funny, look funny. I don't give a fuck. But to me, I don't get the whole skipping leg day shit. I don't get it.
What's up, Sage of Six Paths? What's up, Graham? What's up, Kev? What's up, man?
Who the fuck is that? Oh, what's up?
You know what's interesting though, Rim, is that a lot of these people may not know this about me, but I was a former athlete in school, so I've been around the whole.
That's a damn lie.
That's a damn lie. I know you've been doing that steroids.
You full of shit, motherfucker. You eat Twinkies. Get the fuck out of my grill.
Actually, that sounds pretty good right now.
And just here's the thing too. And if you are bigger, and if you don't have a six pack, and you have a little bit of a tummy, they're automatically thinking that you're fat. You get the whole fat boy thing. And I'm sitting there thinking, You do realize that my arm is bigger than your entire body, right?
Well, it's like it's natural though. It's like okay, but everybody's body has natural body fat. It just does. It just
It
depends on how
does.
much body fat you carry, how much muscle you have. That doesn't mean you're exactly fat. Now, if you're walking around looking like Stay Puft Marshmallow Man on a good day, yes, that's fucking fat. Your gut hangs over your cock, you are fat, yes.
It says I'm not really a heavy lifter type guy, but I do run a lot, so I never skip leg day.
It's something's better than fucking nothing. Like, it's mostly the high school kids in there, too, that don't understand that. They think of their mind. Because I guess because they're in football classes and shit like that. Because I was training a kid there, and he was like, "All my coach really does is bench press and a lot of arm workouts." Because he's training you for football and shit like that.
Yeah.
They don't really give a fuck about bodybuilding or like leg strength. I mean, they do care about leg strength, but they're not caring shitloads about it. And even his coach that taught him certain things, I was like, "Your coach is not teaching you how to weightlift. He's really not. I'm sorry. I'm not a coach. I don't know more than he does, but the shit this kid was showing me, I was like, what the fuck is that? That's what he told you how a proper bench is. Your coach is full of shit. He's full of fucking shit. Oh, you don't bounce the bar off your chest? No. The fuck? I don't know what the fuck your coach is smoking, but you better drop that shit. It ain't good kush.
And if people, here's something too. When you go to the gym, no matter if it's Planet Fitness or whatever gym you go to, you always see the guys they're always in the bitch press area, they're always in the dumbbell area, and they're always in the weight, where the cables and everything else is at. It's almost like a damn mirage of
Cables is the
guys.
most popular area, especially around 4 or 5 o'clock after work. It's fucking packed.
Yeah, and it's like you guys realize you have other parts to work on, right?
They don't though. I've seen kids that literally go there every day just doing arms. There's one kid that goes in there, he does arms every fucking day. And I don't get why. And I'm thinking, is he an arm wrestler or some shit? And nope, he just does it every damn day. I'm like, for one, I don't know how he ain't sore as shit because he'd be pulling his muscles. He literally stays in there probably like 3 or 4 hours doing the same bicep and tricep machines over and over again. He goes in circles. What is the point? You see, when you keep doing that, you're really just overdoing yourself. That's what you're doing. You're not going to grow any bigger than what you are. Your body's used to it because you keep doing. There's a thing I say: train the same, remain the same.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, here's something that people don't understand: is if you don't have to be in the gym for an hour and a half, 2 hours. You could easily go in there, get a good 45, 50-minute.
Yeah.
Ground and pound, come right out of there. And you basically what you do is I know Rim may have a different take than I do on this, but for me, I like working 2 different body parts.
Same.
And I'll go 2 different body parts, and the next day I'll go and do something different. And then I'll go do something different. And
I do on everything, but I do legs as a whole. That's about it.
You do legs as a whole?
Yeah, if it's a leg day, it's only legs. And everything else is both body parts.
Same thing with me. I when I do legs, I like to do them like just only legs only, and I will not do cardio when I do my legs either because I don't like to push the limit in. But I will say though, I'm starting to use the steps more during my leg exercises, and if anyone's
That's not bad. If you do like a shitload of legs and your legs are pulling, I think the worst machine to do, and I tried it, was I did the bike after legs, and that shit felt every muscle in my legs pulling rapidly like a motherfucker. Like,
yeah.
Damn. That bike ain't no fucking joke. That shit ain't no joke.
I will say this though, I've noticed I used to use the elliptical a lot back then, but the elliptical is no joke. If you haven't used that thing in a long time,
oh my god, I haven't used that in a while. That thing will kick the shit out of you.
I mean, like, I see my wife on that thing, and she's like now getting up there like 10, 15 minutes and stuff like that, and she's like, that's one of the only machines out there that can basically kick my ass, and I'm like,
the girls that are on there kicking everybody's ass. Well, shit. Some of them girls that get on there are like $1.15. No shit. You don't weigh 200 something fucking pounds.
The only
Doesn't
thing I
matter.
don't,
Doesn't matter how big and strong you are either. It's that weight.
I don't really like the treadmills, and the treadmills at Planet Fitness are very.
No, I'll do it sometimes if I'm too tired. But other than that, I'm a Stairmaster guy. I fucking love Stairmaster.
Oh,
I fucking adore that thing.
that is one where I know I'll be drenched, and
Oh yeah, like there's sometimes some people do it for 30 minutes. I've seen a guy in there for an hour. I'm like, I couldn't do that. I'd fucking die. I'll like maybe put it on a high number and just go really fast and go for like 10, 11 minutes, and that's all I got. I used to be able to do 30 minutes, but after the COVID, gaining weight, it was so much hard. Oh, the first time I got back in the treadmill and the gyms opened back up to COVID, I was dying.
oh yeah, that's the first thing that happened to me when we finally went back. I was like,
Yeah, all those months with not really doing shit. I mean, I did workouts in my room on the squats on my ground, but it wasn't the same. I mean, how long was that lockdown in COVID? What, like 5, 6 months?
yeah, pretty much.
I mean, that long, but no gym. Sucked donkey dicks.
Have you ever slid on a treadmill? That shit hurts. Yes. As a kid, I did do that, actually.
I've almost done it. I've seen women drop their... I've seen people drop their fucking shakers in their phone. Zip! It's happened.
That happened to me as a kid. I tried to get on the treadmill once. I tried to go on there as fast, the one that got really fast. And we were kind of betting on who could actually last on there. Yep, I skinned my knee.
Oh, I've done that shit where I turn it on fast and try to run on it. Or like I've tried that shit with the Jackass where you turn it on, you just zip through it.
Yep.
Fucking fun. Fucking fun. I mean, who the fuck hasn't ever seen the treadmill and done that? Like, everyone's thought of doing that.
Well, here, what about you, Rem? Do you still use the? Do you still do the squats on the machines, or are you?
Oh, yeah. Every time I do legs, I do everything. Like, when I'm doing legs, I'm in there for a good 4 hours. And I have to be. It's just that's what my legs need to stay big. So I use the squats in the Smith, but there's days where my right knee will bother me. So I'll just do box squats and I'll just do such heavy weight that I'll make it work. I mean, once you throw about 5 fucking plates on each damn side and you're squatting that much weight, it don't matter what fucking thing you're doing it to. It's going to make your legs fucking sore.
The one thing about the squats, though, a lot of people do it different ways, and it's interesting at the gym when you see people squat in a certain way, or they'll barely squat, or they'll squat all the way down to the ground.
Oh, I can't stand the quarter squats motherfuckers do, and they put a lot of weight on. They think they did something, dude. I could go put 8 plates on each side and go squat at an inch. That's easy. You're not doing a full rep. It's not. And you get a lot of kids that think I'm doing something. No, you're not. You're doing a quarter. You're not even doing a quarter. You're moving an inch. Anybody can do that.
I haven't
seen guys put their legs way out. You know, where they'll do a squat and they'll put their feet way out past their knees. I'm like, what the fuck is that? It's not a squat. Like, dude, it's almost like a sumo position. Your feet are out. You just go straight down with your butt out.
Yeah, I haven't done the squats in a while since I've been back. I mean,
yeah.
I do know that when you do them, though, they do kick the fuck out of you. And you do them
right.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, the girls know how to fucking do it. Just if you guys that don't do legs, ask the ladies. They know what the fuck they're doing with their hard ass legs and their big ass and their fucking hard rock ass. They know what they're doing. They do those other workouts too, where they put the every girl does this now. It's that shit where they put the bar on their like middle part and they lay on the bench.
I was thinking that. Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
They all do that shit now. I guess it like works your ass or your hips or some shit.
I've even seen dudes do it. I shit you not.
I seen one guy. There's a gay guy in there doing it. No, people, I'm not homophobic. I'm just saying he was gay. It's cool as shit. He was doing them. He's got some strong ass legs from it. I'm like, hey, never knock anything because a girl did it. Females know what the fuck they're doing. Like I seen a workout a girl did years ago. It's a female trainer, and she was upside down and I call them upside down squats, but it's almost like an upside down leg press where you're upside down with the bar, and you're pressing your legs up and pushing the weight up on the bar. You probably know what I'm talking about.
Yes. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I call them upside down leg press sometimes or whatever they are, and I'm always maxing the machine out doing it, and it works your inner thigh. It does work the inner. So I was like, well, shit, that's what I'm talking about.
Well, our Planet Fitness, since the pandemic, they changed some machines around. So now you do the weights and you're doing the leg press now. If you don't lock that thing, if you don't lock your little bottom thing in on the sides, it will come flying at you almost to the point where you're like, oh, fuck.
Oh shit, we got a nice little leg press. Note to self to people: even though you think you can handle the weight of the leg press, always put that little guard in the middle up, just in case. Just in case if it does drop, you just never know. I
Yep.
always put that guard up just in case. I don't know. One day I'm getting older, my knee could snap. Anything can happen.
Well, I think the reason why I don't do a lot of the squats anymore because I know my back was stiff there for a while, and I was kind of like, do I really want to do that?
So it's like the Hodge twins because they said they can't do squats because they got lower back issues.
Yeah.
Shit happens. I mean, you don't really have to do squats to get big legs. You don't. You could do so many other workouts you can do though.
Yep.
I think a lot of guys think that you have to do bench, you have to do squat require. Like actually, I think that fucking dumbbells doing chest actually works better than bench press. That's just me.
Yeah, you know what's interesting too is I haven't had a chance at our Planet Fitness to use the dumbbells for that because there's always some motherfucker there. And even if we go during the weekend when no one's barely there, they're always over there. It never fails. And you're like, and I will say this though, for any of you who have ever want to join Planet Fitness and you have like a little goal in mind of what you want to do that week, keep in mind that when you go there, things are subject to change.
Well, at least wait till after August 31st when the kids are gone.
Yeah.
Just wait to join then. You know, because you know a lot of them are not going to pay for membership after that. There's going to be a couple that might, but not all. No, you're going to lose a lot of them because they're going to be like, I ain't paying for that.
Of course not. You're not going to pay for
No,
that.
fuck no. Thank God, too. Get the fuck out of there and shit. Always talking, not wiping shit off, fucking around on machines, doing stupid shit.
I mean,
Those motherfuckers don't know what the fuck they're doing at all. I love when I see like 5 bench pressing and like they're spotting their void and they don't even know how to like spot. They're like taking one hand and picking up the middle of the bar while they're benching. Like that's not how you spot.
well, when I bench press now, I don't even lay on the bench anymore. I have it like kind of sit. I have it like almost like a sitting position, laying back, and I'm sitting there thinking. And this one kid walked up to me one day. He's like, "I thought you had to bench to lay down." I'm like, no, you don't.
Why does it bother you what the fuck I do? Shut the fuck up. Like, damn. Like, people always fucking bugging and bitching about what other people do.
But no, he was just curious because he's never saw it like that before.
Oh, I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck. Fuck off, Junior. Nah, I'm just fucking with you. He was just probably asking. But
Yeah,
I mean, you did tell me a story about that one kid fucking with you because you were just near his woman.
Yeah, that was interesting. He was, I didn't even really see her there. I was like, hey, one of those spots is open, so let me go over here. And I remember him coming over there, and he was kind of prejudiced because he did not like my skin tone. That was one thing.
Obviously.
And then two, he was like, I don't like you being near my girl. And I'm like, and his girlfriend's like, I am so sorry. I'm like, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh, you're right, honey. He is sorry. There's no doubt about that. It's like, it's okay because you think in the back of your mind, it's like, I would have taught him a lesson real quick if he put his fucking hands on me. The little boy wouldn't have, you don't want this. You don't. You can say what you want, Junior, but you ain't got no fucking respect for shit. Well, it's like, for one, it's a public fucking gym. There's a bunch of guys around here. How come you're not telling these guys you don't want them to be around your woman? How come just me? Because I'm pretty sure there was some other white dudes near her.
Yeah, there was a lot
Why'd
of
you
them.
tell them? It's like, just because we're at benches, we're at a machine. You don't own a machine. You can't tell people to get away from you. No. You want that kid? Win the millions. Get your own fucking gym. There you go.
So how much on the dumbbells do you use? Like what's the pounds you use for the dumbbells when you do bench press?
I have to use the max, the 75s they got there. That's it. Because it's like I'm used to lifting heavier. Because the heaviest dumbbells I ever lifted was 150 pounds each. That shit was heavy. I had to drop those when I was at Gold's. That's how heavy they went up to at Gold's, was 150 each.
Jesus.
It's like taking two fucking people and just bench pressing them.
And yes, ladies and gentlemen, when you're working on your shoulders, you can do lower dumbbells to work on your shoulders. I mean, I know some people are like, "Hey, well, I do like 40 or 50 with my biceps. I got to use 40 or 50 for my shoulders too." And I'm like, depends on the shoulder exercise.
If it works for your kids, cool. But if you're shaking like a leaf, you'd lower the weight, dude. Just lower the weight. I'm just trying to help. I'm not trying to like tear down your ego. Because some kids really like to go when they lift too heavy, and it's like, well, you're shaking like a leaf. It's too much weight. I mean, when I went to Gold's, of course I lifted heavy because you're going to be tempted to lift heavy because you're at a real fucking, bodybuilding fucking gym. There's heavy shit. There's clanking. There's real lifters around. You're going to feel that motivation of Hulkamania and go like, oh, fuck yeah, let's do this.
That's what happened to me at Gold's Gym when I also went to Urban Active. There was just so many of these Olympic style stuff, and you're like, man, I am so. It's like you're
hell yeah, man. We had days in Gold's Gym where we went full beast mode and shit. Got those heavy ass dumbbells up and got a huge bench press or a big squat. Fuck you, we all did. You feel like fucking Superman. You're like, yeah, that felt good.
There's this one huge guy at our Planet Fitness. He's a black guy, but he's a big guy though. But when he comes in there, man, it is hilarious because when he comes in there, like all these people. Hey, it's almost like a great white. It's almost like these little sharks are swimming for bait, and then the great white comes, and then everybody just scatters.
Huh.
And when he comes in there,
I got going to Planet. I get looks all the damn time because of my size, but I'm friendly as shit to people, but I don't know what it is. People have some kind of thing where they think big dudes are going to tear their fucking head off or some shit. I'm like, guys, that shit hasn't been that kind of mentality. Big dudes haven't even acted like that since the 1980s.
No.
Like, I ain't never seen one big dude walk around and go, I lift you up and put you down. I'm going to throw your body. Get out of my chair, stick boy. And nobody talks like that. Like, come on now.
You'll see this big guy here who will still wear a Beavis and Butthead shirt while he's working out. I mean, that's
fuck yeah, man. I'm a fucking nerd. I was a nerd before I ever lifted weights. Like, I love my nerdy shit. Like, I'm friendly as fuck to people. Girls get intimidated, but they don't realize I'm probably one of the nicest guys they're going to meet. But stereotyping is a really bad thing, and it happens a lot when you are not a normal sized man. It is real, people. It ain't no bullshit. You do get stereotyped a lot.
And some of them,
like, bodybuilding's almost like it was in the 70s and shit. It almost is like that now, where people just want to fucking judge like a motherfucker.
And then they'll judge everything about you. They'll be like, well, maybe he's got a tiny penis, or maybe this is going on, or maybe that's.
For one, you're born with the dick you get. Muscles don't make your dick smaller.
No.
You're born with what you got. If you had a small dick, then you were born and you had a small dick before you were late to lift it, honey. You need to get that right. Because they automatically think that you're using juice. That's what they think. And it's just like, did you ever stop to think with your little tiny brain, maybe the guy busted his ass off to get where he has to be?
Now,
and I don't get it. Because I could tell anybody, okay, I weigh 266. I will give you any picture of any pro bodybuilder that is my height, 6 feet, 266, and he will be on juice, and I will show you the natural me, and you will see the difference. You will see the difference.
If you want to talk about a guy that's on juice, look at Dwayne Johnson.
Oh, yeah. And he can bullshit all he wants and say, oh, I don't take it. Yes, you do, Dwayne. You're too ripped. You're too big. Your body doesn't get like that without it. It just doesn't. I don't care that he is. Just don't lie to people.
And he wouldn't have those injuries that he had against John Cena twice.
Exactly. I just hate. I don't give a fuck if somebody is on fucking the roids. I just don't care. But I do care when you lie to motherfuckers and tell them, you'll look like me eating grilled chicken and drinking my protein drink. No, you won't. No, you won't. No, you won't.
Yeah, I saw this guy. I don't know if you saw this guy too, Rem, but there was a guy who decided he did the meal prep like Dwayne does. You got everything all prepped up and everything. Which eventually, me and Mel were talking about doing meal preps because
I need to. Fuck. I'm so
yeah.
bad at that.
So he was doing the meal preps. He got up in the morning, did the run like Dwayne, and he did the workout, and then he rested, did some eating, came back later, did the same exact exercise, did it for I think 4 months straight. He did get a little shredded, he did get a little muscle on him, but nothing compared to what Dwayne
It's
is.
it's not that. It's like it'd be good if you had a good wife like that to help you out with that. Because man, I don't remember to fucking put stuff in Tupperware or prep meals. The fuck no. I just remember to get home, cook, and go to bed. Like I work. I'm too tired to think about all that shit. It's not easy prepping shit. It's really not.
And it used to be, there used to be videos on YouTube where people like bodybuilders say, "Hey, you can shop on a budget." Well, now with the way the prices are now, you can't shop with a budget.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. If I won the millions today, I know it sounds lazy to some people, but I would get those prepared meals sent to me in the mail, like Edge gets and shit.
Yeah,
Oh, I would definitely do that. Why not? I got millions. I can afford it. I'd have clean eat meals sent to me and shit, where I wouldn't have to fucking worry about making them and shit. They come already in a little prepaid package. Bam, already made, to eat. Cook it up in the microwave.
yeah. There's a couple good places like Sunbasket. They got these prep meals already there.
Oh yeah, we got one around here. I don't. Yeah, we got one around here. I don't know if y'all got one. They're called Clean Eats.
I've heard of them. Yeah.
Yeah, they got prepared meals. And they got at a gas station down the corner. And here in Redneckville, they don't know what the fuck clean meals are. I buy that shit like, what the hell's that? It's a cleaning meal. What the hell's that? It's like salad. It's like beef. Oh, I like my chicken and my sweet tea. Well, you like that. I don't care. It's you.
Now that's my weakness here living in the South. My family grew up with sweet tea, so for me, that's been a weakness of mine that I've been trying to fight for the last.
That's been my weakness since I was a kid. I've always had a sweet tooth. It's more like chocolate or like cookies, shit like that. Ice cream. Oh yeah, I have a weakness for that. It ain't easy to kick sugar for good.
And if you
Because there are
do,
times where I will want that chocolate bar. There are times where I will want it. I have a weakness of Food Line. It's called fucking Fruity Pebbles Cocoa Bar. Shit's delicious.
I have a weakness that's going to be coming out in September. It's called Count Chocula.
Mm.
You know,
It's like certain cereals, you're like, give me that shit now, please.
yeah,
Especially Count Chocolate shit. That's that shit where like this, like it would turn the milk chocolate and you drink it.
yep.
Fucking delicious.
And there's some times where we'll go shopping. I'll see a jug of chocolate milk, and I'm like, why the fuck not?
I do love chocolate milk. Like a good chocolate milk here and there is really good. Like I remember the first time I tried one of those Nestle quick chocolate milks. Those fuckers are delicious.
So I mean,
Sometimes I like a little bit of strawberry milk. I do like a little strawberry in my life.
the only thing I haven't done is I haven't taken any pre or post workout stuff since I've been back. I probably need to heal quicker on some things, but
Like before a workout, like pre-workout.
well, I haven't. Well, I mean, like I would like to have a pre workout because because when you get older, you get a little tired, so you want to
Yeah.
kind of take it to be
That's-
like. I remember one time I went with my buddy and I took some of his. Man, I was like, everything was tingling. I was like, what the fuck?
I've been taking the same pre-workout now for like I think 7 years. Like I've been hooked on psychotic that damn long. That shit gives you the tingles too. It's fucking nuts. I just had to order me some and shit. I'm not gonna lie though, I think they sent me an expired one because the fucking powder is not white. It's like all like orange. I'm like, I don't give a shit as long as it fucking doesn't, what fucking expired pre-workout does. It crumbles up and shit, clumps.
I used to take those post workouts. Sometimes I would take them, and if I was busy that day and I knew I was skipping lunch, I would take it as a lunch thing.
Mm.
Sometimes
Like when it comes to like the pre-workout drinks and shit, I'm like hooked on those fucking everybody knows Bane, of course. Everybody's had a Bane. I like the other ones they call the Rain Fuel.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got the little Viking helmet on there and shit. And like my favorite flavor I'm addicted to is that fucking rainbow sherbet flavor. That shit is delicious. It's like people are like those energy drinks. I'm like they're caffeine drinks, but they're okay. Those aren't like Monster. Monster's full of fucking sugar, and those are terrible for you. Terrible. I mean, these are more like amino acid drinks with caffeine.
And here's something else for you folks too. Yes, when I was 17 years old, my brother decided to get something from GNC because my brother had the idea of wanting to work out. Now my brother's starting to work out.
Dude, I wasted so much fucking money at GNC over the years when I was younger.
My brother's a hefty guy. My family on my mom's side has always been a hefty guy, so if I don't work out, that's exactly what happens to me. But he's starting to work out now, and he's always been trying to, but he never got to that post. He never got to that part where I've gotten to. But I remember one time when I was 17, he got something from GNC, didn't know much about it. I took it, and we took it back, and the guy from GNC is like, "Yeah, you don't realize there's steroids in there." I was mad as a motherfucker.
Whoa! Why couldn't you told us that when we bought it, jackass?
Yeah, I was like, my brother didn't know that, but I went to football practice, and I got kicked out. I got kicked out of practice because I was angry as a motherfucker. And
that's I'm surprised you can't sue those motherfuckers for that. Like, you should have told me that shit, man.
I'll tell you
because everybody knows that like how GNC is kind of shady. Like they've done shit before where they'd put shelf on the shelves, and then they'd like discontinue something every time and take it off the shelves, and it makes you think when you were taking it, like, why was it discontinued? And then all of a sudden you get the new shit, and it will say something like contains now legal formula. Legal? What the fuck was that taken before? The fuck?
Yeah, and that's why I like going to somewhere like Vitamin Shop or somewhere.
Yes, Vitamin Shop's the shit. Everything there is so much fucking cheaper, so much, and they always got the best fucking deals. Like you could put protein powder could be a fucking GNC. You're like, oh, $70. You find the same protein powder there, they're $40.
And the one thing about Vitamin Shop I like too is when you ask them questions about it, they have knowledge of what you're taking. And
yeah, GNC just tries to sell you any expensive shit they get, and I don't like GNC. Ever since Vitamin Shop's been open, I've always been more to Vitamin Shop. And if I ever went to GNC, they were pissed at me because I'd always be in the discount rack. They hate selling clearance shit. They don't make nothing off of it.
And if you can't afford Vitamin Shop, there is Walmart.
Yeah, well, you can't knock Walmart either, too. They do have some good shit. They're up in their game pretty much. They actually have one of my favorite proteins there. It's by Dymatize or some shit. It's like the Fruity Pebble flavor.
Yeah, I saw that one over there.
That one is really good, dude. That's like pure isolate. That's all I take is clean isolate. I don't like protein powder with shitloads of sugar in it.
So what's
kind of figured what's the point, And like I just got a deal at I like some of Redcon One's kind of shit. I take like multiple things. Like for pre-workout, I take the Insane Lab Psychotic, which people out there, if you want a good pre-workout, it's like cocaine, take some Psychotic, Insane Labs. The protein powder, it's a mixture between Gold Standard, Ghost, or Dymatize, because Ghost is really good. I love the flavors of that Ghost has. Redcon One, they usually get deals where it's always a buy one get one free product, which is a damn good deal. Because I like buying EAA's essential amino acids, and I like to drink them in the middle of my workouts and sip on them. That's like my favorite thing to do. And like they had a buy one get one free Redcon One, and it was Bon Pop flavor. I was like, you get another one for free. I'm like, oh hell yeah! Whole other month for free of amino acids? Shit, I'll snatch that motherfucker. I remember one time they had buy one, get one free protein powder. It was like 5-pound tubs. Like, you can get another 5-pound tub for free. I'm like, oh, you fucking with me? Yeah.
So Rem, what's the difference with the regular protein powders and the one that you take with the Fruity Pebble? Like, what's the
Well, the Fruity Pebble one's isolate, and like the other one's whey. Like whey's more It's almost like it's got a little more fattier shit in it. Weighs like pure. You can actually look the difference up on Google too. It's like it's more of a purified protein. It's more clean
Yeah.
with not a lot of the shit in it. And I like it more clean, like less sugar, all that stuff. And some ways are mixtures. Like every protein, if you notice, if you read the labels, are different. Some are mixed with isolate and whey. Some are just pure this.
Yep.
I know one thing we don't need. We don't need no damn mass gainer. That's for fucking damn sure.
I'll tell you this.
I remember drinking mass gainer when I was a teenager, man. That shit just tastes like pure fucking fat.
Did you ever take muscle milk at all?
Oh my, yeah, I did. Remember tasting that shit years ago when it first came out? That shit tastes like shit.
God, yeah. Oh, God, yes.
The original muscle milk tastes like shit until they like took it off the shelves and they redid the flavor, which the new flavors, I mean, not that bad. But from what I was told, muscle milk is more fat in it. There's even protein.
There's more carbs and sugar in
Yeah.
muscle milk than it is with anything.
Our Planet Fitness has got little Redcon 1 protein drinks now. They're like 40 grams, and they're actually pretty good and low on sugar.
So that's the thing about Planet Fitness. You want to go get their little drinks thing that's going to cost. Now, one thing I used to love about Urban Active, man, they used to have this thing where I'd go in there and they would have like a green tea blast smoothie protein and right at their protein bar.
Some unhealthy dude's going to be like, ugh, nasty shit.
But it was, at first I didn't like it, but then when I started having it more and more, I'm like,
yeah.
All right, it's
See,
good.
people, when you get used to healthy shit, you get to the point where you can't eat crap anymore. Like I've gotten to the point now where like I know soda's not good for you. It's not. I'm trying to kick that too. It's not easy for me to do that. But usually all I drink is zero sugar stuff. So if I drink like a regular like Mountain Dew full of sugar, it tastes like shit. It's like shit. Because you're so used to putting like stuff in your body that's a little better for you than the other stuff is. So when you eat the full thing, you're like, oh, dude, that's nasty. Like I could tell the difference between really fat meat and fucking just greasy ass fucking ground beef.
I don't even really drink like I mean I don't even like having the sugary Gatorade. I like having the sugar-free Gatorade now.
Yes, the zero sugar Gatorades, those things are good. I love those fucking things. I like drinking those in the zero Powerades.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are pretty good. They up those fuckers up too at Food Line. They went up on pricing those fucking damn things. They used to be like 80 cents for those damn things. Now they're like $1.50 over there.
I think Walmart still has them for 78 or 80 or 85.
Which is a damn good deal. That's what they should be. They should charge you almost $2 for a fucking Gatorade.
Yeah, man.
I mean, there's like if I go by my gas station up here, I'll pick up a zero sugar Gatorade or my new favorite water now, which is called Liquid Death.
I actually did try Body Armor for a little bit.
I tried one of them. They're not bad.
They're not bad, yeah. If you don't like coconuts, I would tell people not to have it because it has coconut water in it. But
there's like two new waters I like. There's there's the Liquid Death. That's like Steve-O from Jackass drinks that shit, and a couple other people, they've never heard of it. They're like, what the hell's Liquid Death? I'm like, go to your Circle K, look near their waters, and they'll probably have Liquid Death. It's like very purified water. It tastes really good. And they actually come in tall boy cans, so they look like beer cans. So it's weird. Everybody thinks I'm drinking beer. I'm like, no, I'm not drinking beer. It's Liquid Death. Or there's another water at Walmart that they carry. It's called Karma water. And it's like the lid has like the flavoring in it, and you push down on it, and it leaks into the water, and you shake it up. That's how you mix it. See how like vitamins in and shit like that.
I haven't had the water in a while, but I love Fiji water.
Fiji water is really good too, yes. But those are my three favorite waters: Karma water, Fiji water, and Liquid Death. Those are my three favorites. I mean, there's times where I don't even crave soda, man. I could just get a whole pack of water, and I just like to get those little flavoring things for your water, and I just drink those. I mean, people, sometimes your body needs water. You will feel dehydrated. I've had times where I drunk nothing but fucking zero sugar soda, and my insides fucking hurt. Like, I felt like shit. Yep. You know when you need fucking water. You do. There's just, you don't even crave soda anymore. You'll get like, that's disgusting. You get it away from me. I want some clean water, dude. I'll feel so much better.
And you know when your body gets to that point, because then, You feel like shit. You know, you're going to pee, and your pee is like all dark and yellow, and then you're sweating a lot, you're getting hot, and you're like, well, your body's trying to tell you something. But then when you start drinking water, you're like gulping that down like it's the last thing you've ever drank.
Drink your water, getting a pre-workout, and some of your pre-workout makes you go to the bathroom constantly pissing.
Yeah, well, that's just the biggest thing with a lot of people don't know that is that now when you talk about amino acid, man, I got one time at a vitamin shop, but the one that I got was so nasty, man. It was one of those things you had to take with a tablespoon, and it was nasty, but I was healing quicker. So I was like, well, at least I'm not sore as bad today, so we're good.
Yeah. Like I said, I take Redcon 1's EAA, so they help me heal. They really do. After you go the next day, you're still going to be a little sore, but you won't be as like, oh, I'm so tired, I can't fucking do it the next day. No. I mean, if you do like 4 hours of legs like I do, you'll be fucking tired the next day. Holy shit. I'm always tired after I do legs. Oh my God, I am.
That's like you just want to put your legs up and be like, I ain't moving today.
Shit, I feel like if you do like hours of legs, you could fall asleep until 3 in the afternoon and not wake up. Yeah, I had a nice little coma after leg day. It felt great. Yep, it's 2042. A good leg workout.
And also too, for some people, I don't know if some of y'all know this or not. Everybody's body's different, but for me personally, if I go a week without doing it, yeah, I start to feel the pain a little bit of not working out. But when you go back, you're stronger.
You are. And that's another message to the young kids out there. When you guys go every single day or twice a day, you're putting your body in overdrive. You really need to give it a rest. You do need rest days. Don't do that bullshit where like, no, we don't take rest days. Well, okay, well, you won't get any results. And eventually, when you keep doing that, because I've done that before too, people, your body will shut down. It will. You will have a day where your body's like, fuck you, I ain't doing shit. You know, I'm going to the gym every damn day while your body's going, the fuck you are. The fuck you are.
Man, I've had that moment too.
One day where you're fucking damn draining, you can't do shit. Even if you take coffee or pre-workout, you're like, dude, I can't wake the fuck up. My body's like not wanting it because you're not letting it rest. You got to have a day of rest. Like I took just, going to that festival for 4 fucking damn days. No gym for 4 days. I came back and was strong as shit, and I felt incredible. After I came back and slept all damn day because I was so tired from not getting sleep in that tent. I had slept all fucking damn day. But 5 days of resting, and I felt fucking incredible. Incredible.
And there was 1 week where me and Mel went 5 days, and my body after that week was pretty much like, nah, fuck you. And now I've learned again, had to relearn that. There is things called muscle memory, ladies and gentlemen. So if you haven't in a while, your body starts to get used to things, but you also want to confuse your body. Because if you don't confuse it, you're going to start doing the same workouts all over and over and over again. You're going to hit the same plateau, and you're going to be like, why is this not working? Well,
yeah, you get the muscle memory back. That's what you do when you turn back into the macho man.
yeah. You got to
go over that's there. What you're doing. Get in there, you do leg day, and you're doing the best shit you ever did in your life. The mega powers collide, yeah.
That's right, macho. The power lies in the veins of the hand, man.
You ever try to touch Miss Elizabeth again, I'll make sure I do more than a rap video on you, bitch.
Ladies and gentlemen, have y'all ever saw that rap video, Macho Man Be a Man Hogan? I don't know if any of y'all ever.
And that whole fucking album was a masterpiece. I don't give a fuck. Macho Man's a rapper is the funniest fucking shit on the planet.
I mean,
that was at the time when Macho came back and he was all coked up and shit with fucking Gorgeous George, and he was on so much juice it's not even funny.
And he was in the Spider-Man movie. I got you for 15 minutes.
I know I wasn't the only one that saw Macho Man in '99 and said, God, he's fucking bigger. That fucker's juicing.
I remember when he came out in '98, had the NWO shirt on with Gorgeous George, and he clotheslined Big Show like it was nothing, and
Fuck,
helped
he
him.
was crazy.
Yeah.
Like fucking. Because I mean, Gorgeous George said well, you wouldn't believe how many times we were high on coke and shit, and I mean, we come out for a promo and I was all high on coke, he was all high on shit. I'm like, well, yeah, I can tell Macho's on some shit.
I mean, I like the part where they had the Millionaires Club, and then Macho Man came out and helped Hogan and Flair and DDP in that battle royal. And all of a sudden, like he was helping Hogan. He looked at Macho Man and Tony Schiavone. Tony Schiavone was like, anything you say, I'm not gonna say a damn.
Fucking Macho never liked fucking Hogan. I'm like, those two never really. Maybe they had to work together, but I gotta say, out of all the people that did not like Hogan, I think Macho hated him the most. There's no fucking doubt about it.
Well, I do know. I thought maybe Hogan was lying, but apparently, according to his other ex-wife now, because he's not with the other girl either now. Hulk was.
Wait, Hogan's with another chick now? I thought he was with the same chick.
Nah, him and that girl Jennifer got a divorce last October.
Hogan, please stop dating. Please stop marrying women that look like your daughter. Please stop.
Well, he's dating another blonde, so I don't know who it is.
Oh my god! Even if I was a Hogan fan,
but this woman looks nothing like Brooke. So
okay, because like I was about to say, because even if I was a Hogan fan, I'd have been like, it is kind of weird, dude. I can't hold back. It is weird.
Yeah. Well, you know, she was talking. His ex-wife Jennifer was talking about how they were at a doctor's office, and this was like a couple of weeks before Macho passed away. Hogan went to the same doctor's office as Macho. Macho went in there and talked to them. They shook hands, and he did invite Hogan to a barbecue. So I don't know if they rekindled all the way, or Macho was just being nice at that time, going, hey.
Well, maybe they put it behind him, because I do got to remember the rap disc that Macho Man did. That was way back in the early 2000s. So before Macho Man passed away, he probably said, it's behind us now, dude. It's like 30-something years, almost 40 years of fucking just hate. Like, it's like Warrior and Hogan talking. It's like, you got to let the shit go.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, hate's such a... And I know this for a fact because there's some people in this world that I wouldn't say the word hate, but I despise.
Me too. You know what? Honestly, I would probably be the bigger man down the road. But if they don't want to be my friend, then so be it. I don't give a fuck.
I wouldn't be their friend again, but I would be like, hey, you know what?
Kind of like, it's like, you know what? I'm not going to fight you, dude, because you're not worth my time. But if you want to hold a grudge against me for the rest of your life because you have fucking issues of your own, then so be it, dude. Hold a grudge against me. I really don't care, but I'm not going to acknowledge you again, period.
Well, I saw that Christian did a video on the whole Will Smith apologizing thing. And
oh, yeah, I didn't get to finish it yet. I've seen that.
My take on that whole thing is Will, if you really want to get away from the drama, get rid of that woman that you're married to. Drop it.
Yeah, I mean, I knew it was fucked when I heard something about they wanted to open marriage. Yeah, let me tell you something. There ain't no such thing as a fucking open marriage. That is called, we are giving you permission to cheat.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I never believed in the fucking swingers or open marriages. Don't be fucking married if you want to fuck someone else. Don't.
Yep.
Yeah, you let some motherfucker's wife say that. Hey, can I go fuck another damn dude and have an open marriage? You sign these papers and get the fuck away from me then. I'm not being married to you. You fuck some other dude. I'm not playing that.
Yep. And I mean, honestly, I feel, and honestly, the love of her life, we all know the love of her life was Tupac. And it's not one of those, it's well documented. And I'm sitting there thinking Will Smith was just probably the next best thing that she can get with. And
yeah. I mean, I know those kids are yours, Will. They look just like you, obviously. But, I never looked into their relationship because I was never into celebrities like that. I never stalked their life and see what they did.
Right.
When I heard about that shit, I was just like, she just sounds like she really never cared much for you, Will. It's like, and it's funny, honey, because he's the one putting food on the fucking table. because you ain't done shit.
And you know what's fucked up too is the fact she did an interview recently, I think about a month or two ago, where she said that both of these gentlemen need to get together and learn to be like men. And I'm like, you're the one that started it. You're the one that gave him the look of like, I'm upset. Go defend me.
Yeah. I mean, we were all shocked by the whole, because when I heard about the slap, of course, like everybody else,
Yeah.
I had to go see it. I was like, no, he did not slap Chris Rock. That's a bullshit. I looked at that show, I was like, well, bam. I'm like, oh shit, he did slap his ass. Huh. Oh, fuck. I mean, I'll give him this. That fucker just got up and just said, bam. Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. Like, woo.
I will tell you this. If that was Jason Momoa or Dwayne Johnson, Will Smith would not have went up there and did that.
Oh, yeah, they made the meme about The Rock. They're like, here's a rock you can try to slap. Oh, shit. Oh, man.
I mean, sorry.
You know, you are, and you're a married man, so maybe a part of you probably felt how Will felt a little bit, but you knew how his wife was. But if someone's right there talking shit about your wife right there, you kind of get a little Will Smith might creep into your mind going, or you probably would have told the guy, look, dude, I'm going to give you a warning. Don't keep talking about my fucking wife because I'm right here. I will get up.
To be honest with you, Rem, if I was in that situation, me and Mel were celebrities and that would have happened, I would have went up to Chris, wouldn't have smacked him. I would have been like, hey, I'd be like, I would have went up to him and been like, look, I'm only going to ask you this one time. Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
Yeah, like basically a warning. Like, don't keep going, dude, because, you know, I know jokes are jokes, man, but she's sensitive about these jokes right here ain't funny to her. So I'm not going to play this shit.
And I wouldn't have slapped him. I would have decked him. That wouldn't have been a slap for me. It would have been like a full-fledged, I'm pounding your face into your nose.
And the only thing that sucks about it is you threw first punch. You assaulted him, so he could sue your ass. That's the only thing that sucks.
And you know, and that's the funny thing too, because you know how trolls online are. They like to automatically, and you know, and they say it's just a game and or stuff like that, but they try to attack someone personally in your life, and you're sitting there thinking, "Wow, you can do that online, but you can't do that to me face to face, could you?"
Oh well, that shit.
And talking like this is not face to face.
No, that's why I always never understood why somebody says, "Come in here and talk to me to my face." Homie, even if I turn this camera on, that's not really face to face. If you want to go logic, it's still over the internet. You mean like the same stream talking to you, but you're still not face to face physically. See, my thing is I like physical. Let's get physical. I've told many trolls many times, and I didn't even threaten them. I just simply said, well, here's the Planet Fitness that I go to. Here's the address. If you have something to say, you think you're tough, and you think that you're just going to slap me and I'm going to go down, which is ridiculous. Come on now, get real. Okay, come out. This is the address. Come do something. I didn't say I was going to beat your ass. I just said, hey, if you got something to say, come say it.
The only time
because I'm not going to whip your ass. I'm not going to hit you just because we're talking in real life. But I'd rather you confront me like a man in real life and tell me what the fuck your problem is. And I've done that to people that lived an hour and 30 minutes away, man, and they still wouldn't even show up.
I've had some that'll run their mouth, and then when you confront them face to face, then they'll change it around and blame somebody else for it. Or
because if they meet you in real life, you know what you're gonna get? You're gonna get the motherfucker going, dude, I was joking. I would take it. You're taking it seriously. I didn't do this.
You didn't stop being so sensitive. You stop being so sensitive and shit. I'm like, no,
you're joking now that you're about to, get your ass whipped. Now you're joking.
Yep. And then when they get right back online, they start back with the whole little keyboard warrior thing.
That's why it's pointless to go back and forth with trolls. Like people out there, when you get triggered and you keep doing these fucking videos back and forth, they're 3, 4 hours, 5 hours long. You're not doing anything. Do you understand? Doing a million videos is not doing shit. Because it doesn't matter what you say to the person, doesn't matter how much wrong you prove them. they're going to keep going because they know they can get you that mad to get that attention of a video on them. They don't care what kind of attention they get. As long as they get attention, they don't care. They can say racist shit. They can show swastikas. They can say, something about your dead deceased uncle or dad.
Yep.
They will go that low because they know you won't, they're not going to, because they know they're never going to confront you in real life. They know this. They're thousands of miles away. So anybody that's behind a computer screen is Rambo. They're bad motherfuckers. They're all big, bad, tough guys that, I met you, I'd fuck you up. Yeah. Heard that a million times. Nothing new. And it's just, you're giving them the attention you don't need because you've got to look at it. People, we have one life to live and we're dead in the ground. That's it.
Yep.
We have limited time to live. You're spending all your time on the internet doing these fucking streams that are longer than people that go to work, a 9-to-5 job. You're wasting so many hours of your life you can't get back. You can't get it back. It's gone forever. It's like the Ultimate Warrior said when he was training people. You just drunk something and you know that 2 sec, your birthday just went by. You can never get that fucking back. Ever. It's gone for good.
It's something that Mel's told me. She's like, we have an expiration date above our heads. It's invisible. We don't see it.
Yeah. We don't see it. But you know what? When I see somebody's life of YouTube and every day there's a 5, 6, 7 hour stream. I've even seen somebody the other day do a 9-hour stream. That is no life. No life. You're wasting your life. Get outside. Do something. Go on a date. Go to the gym. Go watch a movie. Fucking do something. But no, I'd rather spend 8 hours of my life ranting and bitching about another man.
It's okay to do like an hour because we've been on here an hour and 16, but like maybe 2-hour thing. If you're doing something that's like,
but we're also not doing videos every fucking day talking about some dude.
No.
Yeah. Here and there, whatever. I don't give a shit. But it's just like, why are you wasting so much of your life? And people do this and like, because this guy said something about me. Who gives a fuck? Is it true? Because I'm starting to think when people do videos like this, it must be true that about you because you're getting that mad. Usually when someone gets that mad, it means the truth hurts. Or if something about you is not true that someone's saying, then it shouldn't bother you. It shouldn't make you mad.
I say this to anybody that has ever listened. If I don't talk to you nowadays, if I used to talk to you and I don't talk to you nowadays, there's a reason why I don't talk to you.
Yeah. And honestly, some people shouldn't be that damn naive. Why don't you talk to me? Don't play stupid. You know why I don't talk to you.
Well, I mean,
don't play fucking stupid.
I mean, and it's one of those things too. When people got to understand too, guys, is that what Rem is trying to say, I'll add on to it, is that you got one life to live. So who cares if like Billy Joe decided to talk shit about you and talk shit about your mama, or that he's a felon on parole and you have to expose him? Do you really have to do that? I mean, do you have to spend
this
that
guy
long?
said that my teeth look gay on me. Who cares?
Yeah, who cares?
Why don't you worry about yourself? Like, if you think that shirt looks good on you and you look sexy as fuck, motherfucker, strut your shit. Who cares what some random guy said? Who this nobody in this world a world is full of millions of people. You're worried about some random fuck in his house? Who cares? What the fuck's he ever gonna do?
And 9 times out of 10, that person that's in their house saying shit about you, the only reason why they're saying shit about you is because they're not happy with their lives. And
exactly. Like if I get people that come on my page, or they have a feud against me for years, like if you've holding a grudge against me since 2012, 13, whatever the fuck, and all you've ever done is call me a juice head because I'm bigger than you and I get more attention than you, you're jealous. You're an insecure person that hates yourself in real life, and you have to deflect your bullshit on other people. It makes you feel better about yourself. It builds up your self-esteem because you are a hateful human being. Nobody is born like that. You choose to be like that.
I really do think, though, Rem, I think there's a lot of sociopaths and a lot of narcissistic motherfuckers on this.
There are. I've seen people on YouTube admit and say, "Oh, I am a narcissist." That's not good to admit that. That's not really good. Well, then, okay. If you admitted that you're a narcissist, then don't bitch and complain when people come at you. That makes no sense. Because you know you're a wise ass. If you sit there and say, it's my job to be an asshole, then why are you bitching because people are attacking you? That makes no sense. You should know what's going to happen when you're an asshole. What do you think? You're just going to sit there and take a dump on someone's porch and they're just going to sit there and take it? Come on now.
Someone takes a shit on my porch, I'm gonna make sure I find out where you live and take a bigger one.
Should grab that little motherfucker and rub his face in it like a dog. Yeah, motherfucker, teach you a lesson. You fake fucking face in it. Or just, do the old school shit. Poop in a fucking bag and light it on fire.
Well, I've done that quite a bit.
I feel bad because in my life, I've never got to light a bag of shit on fire. I've always wanted to do that. I need to do that one day.
I've done that, and I've also done the Ziploc bag in people's and put it next to people's cars, and they had pee in it. So
I lived in Michigan. I did some piss snowballs. I did water ball, water balloon fights with some nasty shit in it. I've done Ding Dong Ditch. Who the fuck hasn't done Ding Dong Ditch? To do it like Beavis, just stand right there, ring the doorbell. Can I help you? Hey, how's it going? What the hell's wrong with you? This is hard, butthead. You ring it, you run away. Why are you kids running behind my bush? What the fuck? Don't worry about it.
I guess everyone here by head just wants to see how strong.
I like the one where they do it, but it's like, hey, butthead, what if they answer the door without wiping? They're taking a dump. Yeah.
If anyone, by the way, this is just all topic to anybody. If anyone's not seen the new Beavis and Butthead episodes, I highly recommend you guys seeing it because this last one, I'm just going to throw it out there, and this might be a spoiler to some of you, but let's just say that they decided to super glue themselves to try to catch some raccoons.
Dude, they look like a giant fucking turtle coming at Mr. Vendor to answer him. Oh, damn it, I got your ass. I got fucking bear spray. That shit was hysterical. I was like, what the fuck? I knew they were going to end up in it. I fucking knew it. I knew when Beavis went to go get the nachos, I was like, oh, he's going to fall in it. Oh. What the fuck? Or like people, if you watch the one where they're watching a video and there was a whispering girl, that is hysterical. Hey, baby. Beavis, I'm going to slap you really slow. Could slap him and shit. Buddy, can you do that again? Oh, baby. Kind of felt good.
I like the one, too, where they were making fun of BTS and Beavis is over there dancing. And I'm like,
oh, my God. Beavis is like jamming to these boy bands and shit. Beavis, I can't forgive you. I got to leave. Come on, buddy. It's pretty cool. Beavis, I'm leaving and I better not see this again. I'm fucking leaving. I don't know who you are anymore, Beavis. He fucking comes back and Beavis is fucking dancing to the boy band and shit, but it's like, oh, what the hell? I ain't gonna lie, homie, if I'm in your house and I catch you fucking jamming some fucking Asian boy bands, I'd be like, I don't know who you are anymore, man. I gotta leave. This is kind of creepy.
If I was at someone's stream, if I was at someone's stream and I saw you guys playing BTS, I'd be like,
It's like walking to Kevin's house, like, hey, Ren, what's up? I like New Day. I gotta go. I gotta go. We're getting some complaints at the office. We're gonna have to give you 2 weeks' notice. Yeah, we're just getting too many complaints. It's not working.
I mean, now it is one thing to like boy bands and be funny with it. Like I did the whole Backstreet Boys and karaoke, but it's one thing to have fun with it. It's another to basically dance like Beavis.
Yeah, to people out there, don't be sensitive. We are not mocking you if you like a boy band. If you like Britney Spears, if you like boy bands, more power to you. I don't care. Some people can attack you over that shit. What if I like that? It's my opinion. I know it's a very opinionated world we live in. I know. Anything you say could offend anybody.
It's my band, my choice.
Yeah, and it's my money, and I need it now. And I can't get it right now, can I?
Called J.G.
Fuck. I see that commercial. That's what I was saying when we got our first stim check. It's my stim, and I need it now. Give me that my fucking check. And then fucking Biden's talking about. I'm sorry, people, but if you think Biden's still going to send a $2,000 check, you're bumming. It's not going to happen.
Why is he talking about that?
Remember, we heard about that for so long. There's still websites talking about that shit. I'm like, I could use $2,000. If I did, honestly, I'd put my car for sale in the front yard for $300 and sell it, and just get another little used car. That's what I would do with it.
You know what I would do with it? Buy Beavis and Butthead memorabilia.
I know there's so much coming out. That's the only thing I thought of when the new season came out. I was like, oh, I'm so happy. That I'm like, oh shit, that means merch. Damn it, motherfucker.
There's some people on here that I've talked to that actually do not like Beavis and Butthead. They don't think it's funny. I'm like, how do you not think
Well, I'm
that's
gonna have to give you your 2 weeks notice. You know, we're getting complaints at the office. It's not working. You know, sorry, it's not working. You know, we can't be friends anymore. I'm sorry.
I'm taking my friendship card back, man. Nope.
Yeah. Well, it's not funny. I love when people say, and this is fucking. Come on now. I dated a girl one time. She's like, Beavis and Butthead, they're really stupid. No shit. Did you think they were smart? Come the fuck on. That's like somebody telling you at 30-something years old or 40, you know wrestling stage, right? No, really? I never knew. Fuck.
You mean to tell me that it's predetermined? Now, I will say this about my dad. I love my dad to death. He turned 67 this week. I know he's been in a wheelchair. He's had the whole stroke and all this other stuff.
Oh, early happy birthday to him.
But God bless him, though. When I used to watch wrestling back in the day, you know, he took me to a lot of wrestling shows, introduced me to everything. He took
fucking lucky bastard.
One of the first wrestling shows I went to, I was only about 2 years old, and he took me to see Andy Kaufman and the Jerry Lawler thing. So,
dude, you got to see some of the most legendary shit too. It almost makes you think to yourself when you get older, dude, let that sink in. You saw some shit that people would have died to see.
And I got lost in the Medicinal Auditorium because my drunk uncle was supposed to watch me, and I bumped into Hogan and Vince McMahon, and Hogan's like, "Hey, little dude," and I just looked up like,
yo, that had to be the moment of your life. Like, oh my god.
Even though his leg was bigger than my entire.
Hey, little dude, I'm like, dude, I bumped into my favorite wrestler in his prime, in the Hulkster days. Yeah. Who the fuck could say that?
I mean, here's something I would tell anybody this, but here's what my dad used to do. Now, toward my teen and early 20s, he would watch wrestling, and he would be like, he would get mad. He would get that little look in his face because he had the Burt Reynolds mustache and everything.
Yeah.
So he would get mad. He'd be like, "Well, I'll tell you what. If they stop these people from jumping each other all the time, maybe somebody will win a damn match for a change." I'm like, Dad.
Oh, yeah, the interferences and shit. It's like,
yeah,
that son of a bitch really hit him. Like, Dad, he doesn't really. They don't really like each other, do they? Well, I don't know about that, but this world, no.
And I just like it. Did what's funny is he doesn't know what a lot of stuff's going on, but yeah, he'll still pop up on wrestling and watch AEW. He'll watch WWE and just sit there and watch it and not really say
probably starstruck by your fucking favorite wrestlers as a kid, like Mark Henry was when he said he bumped into kind of like Mark Henry. We got emotional when he talks about meeting Andre as a kid and bumping into him and shit. God bless you, Mark Henry. Every time you talk about your favorite wrestler, you start tearing up. I'm like, hey man, that's your favorite wrestler, man. You're a kid, you're gonna do that. It's heartwarming.
I tear up on two stories. One, my mom's grandfather, my mom's dad. He died when my mom was just a baby, but he took my uncles to a wrestling show, and he almost got into a fight with a Japanese wrestler, Johto. So
wow.
when I hear about that, I get kind of. But then I hear my mom tell me the story. She's like, "Did I ever tell you the story that me and your dad went to see not the Iron Sheik, but the Sheik, Sabu's dad, face Andre?"
Oh, like the originals.
Yeah, the original Sheik, and fought Andre the Giant in Nashville. And we went to it, and I was pregnant with you. I was like, "Are you fucking serious?"
Technically, your life's been surrounded by wrestling.
Yeah, right. Both sides of
That's
my family.
insane, though. Like, you got to go to some kick-ass shows. I'm jealous of anybody that even tells me, dude, I went to a Nitro when I was a kid. I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up, man. I want to hear that shit. I'm jealous as fuck. I mean, I always wanted to go to a Nitro when I was a kid, but my mom never could afford to buy the tickets at the damn time. She was always, she was just like, I'm not going to a Nitro because at the time when I liked Nitro, she was into like NASCAR at that time. She didn't care about wrestling.
Well, another sad moment for me is I went to 2001 Super Brawl with Steiner and Nash in Nashville, and I was like, it was a bittersweet thing. I was kind of like, fuck, this is the end
Still,
of
like,
WCW, yeah, and that still bothers me to this day. I'm like, man, that's just sad on all cylinders. I mean, I did go to 2 Nitros before, but I didn't really go to a lot of Nitros.
still, it was just I always wanted to go to one. I'll never get to go to one, but it's just like you went to one. That's a moment in time. You got it. You went to a Nitro. It's fucking insane.
I went to the one. I don't know if y'all have ever seen the video, but I went to the one where that old granny's trying to slap Hogan.
Oh wow, I remember that one.
Yeah,
I remember that Nitro playing this day. That's actually some of the shocking moments.
and I went to a Nitro, where a fan got into the ring and Macho Man beat the living
I remember that one too.
shit out of his.
I remember he beat the fuck out of that motherfucker. Well, you fucking idiots that get in the ring and you think it's real. You realize once you hop that, that barricade, by law they have a right to beat the fuck out of you. You're technically going for assault. You're going after them.
My favorite moment of a fan getting into the ring or getting into a wrestler is when the guy snuck in backstage when Batista was warming up and the guy's going.
I remember that one. I'll tell you the one I would have fucked the damn dude up. I'd have told him, get him backstage. Is that motherfucker that came up behind Raven and yanked his hair.
Oh, shit, yeah.
I would have wanted to fuck him up and told the security guards, bring him backstage, dude. Because he grabbed Raven by the fucking hair and pulled him out. I would want to fuck him up. Or the one that I gave it to the security guard. It wasn't back in the old days. It was 2000s, like mid during like New Day pre whatever. I'll give it to security guard. Motherfucker, you need a raise. That motherfucker that took down that fan that was going after Dean Ambrose with the knife.
Yeah.
Some people don't even know that happened, but a fan went after Dean Ambrose with a fucking knife.
I would have
said that security guard fucking speared his ass to the ground. I'm like, good. You need a raise.
I would have fucked up that wrestling fan that touched that one. I forgot which girl it was, but he touched one girl in the boobs and like had a hold over her, wouldn't let her go.
I'll tell you the one that deserved the beatdown he got. That motherfucker at the Hall of Fame that took down Brett.
Oh God, yeah, that dude deserved an ass.
That fucker deserved every beating he fucking got, man. FTR kicked the shit out of that motherfucker. I got a good little shot.
Ronda Rousey's husband beat the shit out of him.
Oh, dude, man. And then you took down fucking Natalia too. You assaulted a female. I don't know how people even didn't see him coming. Well, man, when a fan's running really fast out of nowhere, security doesn't know how to react that quick. It just comes out of nowhere. You don't expect it.
But you notice no one didn't do that to Taker.
Oh, yeah, right. That's why people were like, I don't like Brett either, man, but the guy's had strokes. He's an old man. What were you thinking? Come on, man. He could barely stand up.
I watched that over again, Rim, and I saw where they were trying to break it up. Brett turned around and almost got that guy in the headlock.
I was about to say, maybe he may be old, but I guarantee you he got his hands on that little motherfucker. Dude, his mugshot, dude, they fucked him up real good. I like that little fucking extra shot that the guy from FTR gave him and shit when they showed him going out. Bam! Right in the fucking face. Fucking clocked his ass. You deserve every fucking thing you get, you son of a bitch. Or shit, that could be a whole nother video just talking about wrestlers kicking fans' asses.
Yes, and also I will tell you this much: if I was at a Hall of Fame like that, and I saw someone try to run after Hogan or Taker,
didn't somebody run in the rain and Hogan hopped on his ass?
I would have went there and beat the snot out of that guy.
I mean, wasn't there a time? I think there was a time a fan ran in and Hogan got on somebody. I think there was.
Yeah, it was one of the times he was in the ring. They were. It was right. It was. I think it was Halloween Havoc. There was one where Hogan and Piper were fighting in the cage, and Savage was there.
Oh,
And
the fan got in the cage. Yeah.
yeah,
Shit, I remember the one where fucking the one fan where Triple H beat the shit out of that one fan. He kicked the fuck out of him.
yeah. Triple
I
H
mean,
was like,
what do you think, dude? Like even if you're an independent wrestler, if some fan hops in the ring, that it's not you're like, dude, is he part of the act? No, dude, he's a fan. You got every right to beat his ass. He's hopping in your shit.
that's happened to me to an independent show one time. And the guy came
Oh
in the ring,
shit!
and I beat them, and I had him in this chokehold until the security got there. I was choking the fucking lights out of him.
And you ain't see. He can say, "I'll see." You can't see me, homie, because you jumped over that railing. The moment you do that, that's your ass. We tell you're not allowed to do that. You come and assault me. No, it's your ass.
I saw him
There
coming
was-
in the corner. The bad thing was I was supposed to sell a spot when I went for the table, but I saw him coming, and I just pretty much no sold at that point.
It's always like some drunk asshole at the event that fucking thinks he's fucking King Kong shit. We had a wrestling event at the Juggalo Gathering, and my buddy did the tryouts there, and he got to be in the battle royal at the end, and he's like, dude, watch this video. Look what happened, because I had to leave a day early because I wanted to get back home to my grandmother because of losing my grandfather, and
Yeah.
some motherfucker hopped up there during the battle royal and tried to hop in. All the wrestlers gained up on him and started pounding his fucking head in. Oh, what the fuck did you think you were gonna do? He was drunk as shit. I could tell he was drunk as shit. He got up off the road. Fuck all you motherfuckers with black eye, bleeding lip. I was
Are
like,
you sure that
I
wasn't?
said, he's fucked up, dude. That's what happens. They get drunk and they get fucked up and they want to jump in there and think they're shit.
Are you sure that wasn't Will G and Betty?
Wouldn't be so well. I mean, you got what you deserved, motherfucker. Wish I would have been there to take a good shot.
My gosh, there's some people on there that deserve a good shot. Like there's some pretty.
See, back in the '90s when people did it because they thought wrestling was real. Like,
right.
if you could piss off, I'll tell you what. If you're a heel and you can piss off fans to the point where they try to like jack you, you're doing your job very well, my friend. That'd have been so cool if you and your dad would have been out there in the parking lot that night. The NWO were putting flyers on people's cars. Imagine that shit.
Well, I was there for the Starrcade '96, and I will tell you, I was supposed to say this during the Sting video, and I forgot. But I know that since you're a big Sting fan, I will share this with you. There, where we were sitting at, Sting during the Luger Giant match, Sting walked right past us.
Oh, dude.
And it was like
that moment of the original Sting when he was becoming Crow. That's insane.
And I got two shirts at that event. I got an NWO shirt and I got that Sting shirt that was like him, like he was standing there with his arms open and it said Sting with like a blue on there.
Oh, I've always wanted that shirt. I never could find it though.
Yeah, I mean, those are like the two things that I got there. But it was just a really cool moment seeing him walk right by, and it's like,
yeah, that was when he was first starting. It was like those were legendary fucking moments. That was a good Starrcade too, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, I was, it was interesting too because there was a meet and greet earlier with Nash and Hall and stuff like that, and they were. I didn't get a chance to do the Hall thing. I got to talk to Kevin for a little bit. I didn't get a chance to meet Hall. I think Hall went to go do some.
That's just cool as shit, though.
But I'll tell you this though, I remember my uncle won free tickets off the radio. It was the second Inger house, and we were sitting there at ringside, and I got Bret Hart to slap my hand, and that was.
Hey, people, remember those days where you win tickets off the radio?
Yeah, won tickets on the radio. Yeah, well, but he got his guitar. My uncle got his guitar signed by Jeff Jarrett.
Someone would be like, "How old are you?" I'm like, "Well, let's just say when I started watching wrestling, the only way to order merchandise is you had to order it out of a catalog and send it in."
Yeah,
or call a number and shit.
And here's something too. WWE is talking about bringing back SummerSlam here next year, and I'm going to tell them this one more time: if you are promoting a Undertaker event, let motherfuckers know in advance. God damn it! I mean,
Basically.
I was pissed about that one. I'm like, you fucking ass.
Yeah, I remember you told me he was up there. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I was not happy about that one. I was like,
Speaking of Taker, I bet I know what was going through his head when he had to watch Flair's last match. Like, oh Jesus Christ!
and now Flair's talking about he may not want that to be his last one. I'm like, no, Rick.
No, stop! Like, Jesus Christ! Why did you? Okay, see, here's what pisses me off. Now, what if I was one of those fans that paid $200 for the package to get a part of the ring and knew that was the last match, and then he does something like that? That would piss people off because you're like, then you want your money back because you paid for that last match, and he wants another one.
And you went to that StarCast thing, and you got all these pictures with the Horsemen and all this other shit. And,
Flair, stop! The match was terrible. I saw the whole pay-per-view. It was terrible with him and Jeff Jarrett. Terrible. He could barely move.
The one thing I'll give Hogan credit for, Hogan finally got a clean bit of health about his back, right? And he's able to walk around, do everything. And Hogan said, "Look, he's like, man, I'm about to reach 70. I'm not even going to touch that."
It's like stop.
Yeah, I mean, I know he was trying to get it there around WrestleMania 32, but all that stuff happened with the racial.
I mean, I was excited at Bound for Glory in 2011 when they had Sting and Hogan, but I was like, oh, cool. But then I saw the match. I was like, even as a Sting fan, I was like, this is sad, dude.
I mean, honestly, I look at it like this, like, man, if your back's finally healed after all this time, enjoy it.
It's like Undertaker says, he's like, I don't want to be remembered in a bad way. I don't want to go out in a bad way. I'm like, nobody does, dude. Nobody does.
In the Boneyard match, he did not go off. He did not go in a bad way.
No, it was good. I kind of like the costume. I like the combination because it looked like it was a combination between Badass Undertaker and Ministry.
Yep.
Is the way the costume was, and the brown Taker symbol at the end of the lights was fucking badass.
As he called that the Holy Trinity Taker.
Oh yeah. I was like, it's good for the last finish, man. It's like what Sting's doing right now. He's just doing matches. He's not doing title shots. He's just doing tag team, and that's fine with me. If he retires like that, that's fine. When you like certain legends, they don't have anything else to prove. Shit, even as a 36-year-old at the time when I went to go to the AEW event, I'm still marking out when I see my favorite wrestler of all time. Of course you will. You're like a fucking kid when you see him.
Yeah.
Shit, I went to that event in 2016, first time meeting Sting. I still teared up a little bit because you're gonna, no matter how old you get. It's your favorite wrestler. You have kids. It's like he was my favorite wrestler when I was my kid's age. So it's like, of course I'm gonna mark out when I see him. I've loved him for over 30-something fucking years.
I'm the kind of person Mel's been to a few wrestling events with me. She never ever. The only thing was she never got to see Taker with me. And
never say never.
Never say never, because there might be happening. Might happen eventually. But Taker, and I keep telling everybody, when you see an Undertaker,
I'll tell you what, if there's ever a SmackDown or Raw in your area and Taker's going to be there just for an appearance, I'd have been like, we're getting tickets. I don't give a fuck.
I will say this much, and I tell anybody this: I saw Taker's entrance with the black and gray. I've seen it with the black and purple. I've seen it with the Lord of Darkness, the Ministry, the Badass Taker, and then the Taker that we've seen retired. There is nothing like a Taker entrance. It's like,
no. He's got everybody beat on the entrance. His entrance is just, I don't give a fuck if it was 20, 30 minutes. Like, dude, the smoke, the pyro, the fucking, the legendary of it, him walk, that slow walk in the background, that big shadow is bad fucking ass.
The only time you saw him move fast is that time that he got burnt on the pyro. And he had to move a little fast in at that point.
I remember watching that pay-per-view, and I didn't see that part closely because they didn't show it to, because they don't like to show the moments where their shit gets fucked up. But I remember seeing the back part of it, somebody filmed, and I was like, damn, he really, because it didn't show it good enough, but the back part of it, a fan caught, oh, that shit went up in the middle of his body. He was in the middle of it. I was like, damn, it got him real good. He's like, that's why I was so pissed off in the fucking cage, man. It singed me. That shit got me bad. I'd say whoever was in charge of pyro that night got fired. I'm sure they did.
Well, I said Taker went backstage and was livid, and hey, I'm pretty sure that dude get fired. But when I hear stories from guys like Kevin Nash, that Kevin Nash said, "Look, this is how much of a badass Mark Calloway is. He comes in with two. He comes in with three broken ribs, and me and Scott and Sean are sitting there in the locker room, and we're asking him, 'Do you want anything?' He said no. He said, 'Let me have some tape.' He motherfucker taped the phone books around his ribs and went out there and wrestled 2 nights.
I heard about that story.
And
I
I'm
think
like,
everybody's heard about that. I mean, God's sakes, the man wrestled, even though he had a mask on, he had the broken face, sockets, bad knees, phone books in the ribs. The man is dedicated as fuck.
and I really like that Phantom mask, so I know he hated it, but
I'm so glad that mask came with that Undertaker fan box that I got. I'm actually planning on going to see ICP again in Detroit, Michigan in October. A friend of mine, she's paying for a ticket. I got mine. So it's going to be a nice little 12-hour trip. And plus, I mainly want to go there because it's my home state, and I just want to see it one more time because I haven't seen it since I was like 12. Everybody eventually wants to go home and see their home. Everybody does.
Are you driving or flying?
Just driving. Doesn't bother me. It's just as long as I got someone with me, it's not boring because that 9-hour drive to the gathering was boring as fuck by yourself. I had to drive by the West Virginia mountains, and it's kind of scary driving by those fucking roads, man.
I mean, I went with Mello through Virginia.
Dude, when you go through Virginia, does it not feel like forever?
Yeah, because you have to start from the tip all the way to the fucking.
Oh my God, I felt like I was never leaving Virginia when I drove through there. I was like, Jesus Christ, fuck.
There was one time because she lives in Jersey. One time we took a road trip. It was like 13 hours, and we got past Tennessee pretty well, and then like so are we. I think it's like 4 hours later. I'm like, she's like, well, we're still in Virginia. We're at the halfway point in Norfolk. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, when I got to West Virginia, there was like 3 different fucking toll pays you got to pay. I hated that shit. I was like, Jesus Christ, 3 toll pays in West Virginia? Holy shit. You get up near the mountains and shit, you're like, dude, if you go off these roads, you're dead. You're fucking dead. I do remember traveling through there with my grandfather when I was a kid, and it was fun when you went up and I know people have ever went through West Virginia. You've gone through these, the tunnels.
Yeah.
Those are fun. Those are cool as shit. I'm not gonna lie though, when you drive on those long roads, dude, the truckers up in the area are fucking assholes.
Well, I know my dad used to be a truck driver back in the day. He's told me about it. How they do.
Dude, 18-wheelers will ride your ass. They're fucking dicks.
I will say this though, I'm definitely gonna get this Taker thing going. I think it might be. I think I might do it this week, but I'm gonna make sure that it's around the time where you're not at the gym, where you can actually be a part of it. Because
well, speaking of that, the Taker, because I've got all the Taker gloves, the purple gloves, the gray gloves, the hat, all that shit.
Yeah.
There's going to be a costume contest because it's going to be in October, and I'm going to try to dress up like Undertaker for the costume contest at Sankoval Posse's concert.
I forgot to ask, but how much is the hat and the gloves and everything together?
I don't even know if they still have it on the site anymore.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to lie, though. If you got a big head like me, dude, it won't fit your head. I knew it wasn't going to fit mine. Because, I hate when they make merchandise and they always say, one size fits all. No. Because I think every wrestling fan's a little anorexic crackhead. It, fits, but it's not it doesn't go all the way, down. As you can see.
Oh, yeah, I see that. Yeah, see that.
Yeah,
nice.
It just goes on top like that, but I'm fine with that, so I can just wear it like that. Fuck it.
That's why.
For the gloves and the hat, I think the hat was only $35, which is very cheap.
That's when I would just go to one of those little hat stores and just get a hat custom made that fits your fucking head. That's what I would do.
Yeah, I just got it because it's Taker merch, and we love. When you love your favorite wrestler, man, you just buy it. You can't help it. I think the only thing that pissed me off is the purple gloves that came with it. If you have big hands and you
Yep.
put these gloves on, they automatically rip. So when I put the purple gloves on, the side part ripped a little bit because my hands were thick. And I was like, well, Jesus Christ, why do you make these gloves for fuck? Why is it for adults, but you make it like kid size? But for some reason, the gray gloves, the original gray gloves, those fit fine. Those go on my hands really good. It's like when I'm a wrestling fan, I like to collect the rare shit like that. I like to collect the shit the wrestlers wear when they sell it. Like if someone's a Shawn Michaels fan and they sell the Shawn Michaels vest, of course you're going to try to buy the vest.
This is the thing. See, I don't really shop anything for when it comes to WWE shop, and I want to get anything like. If I was looking for anything Hogan related, I don't usually go there. I usually go to his beat shop online because that's
Well,
where.
yeah, because Hogan's got his own shop though. It's a little easier.
Yeah, and it's also more.
You know, like if Sting had his own merchandise place, I'd be only going there. That's it.
Yeah. Now with
it sucks when WWE has you by the balls and they get something in that you have to have because they don't have it there. Like, oh God, what was it that was on there? Oh, dude, I know you saw this. The fucking Hollywood Hogan edition of the Big Gold Belt.
Yes.
That was like fucking insane looking. I wanted the Wolfpack edition of the Big Gold. That thing is fucking awesome looking.
I will admit though, I have been wanting to try the Undertaker wine that he talked about. Yeah,
the Taker one, and they got the Ultimate Warrior one.
The Undertaker
it's
wine.
Like I only bought the Taker shit because it's hard to find. They're the only site that sells the shit. I like that they sold the tie. I got the Phantom mask with it, so I'm gonna try to rock the hat, the purple gloves, although they're a little ripped, but fuck it, it's their costume party. And I'm gonna rock the tie and the Phantom mask and get like a shirt, cut up the sleeves, and do the old school purple gloves look. Just some black pants, bucket, and get a black wig. Just do it like that.
And that's with the Undertaker thing. What you could do too is take that purple gloves and cut the fingers out, and you can always turn them into like a almost like the badass Taker.
Talks about being a big guy, people. When you're a big dude, certain things won't fit you.
Oh my God! I remember when going to costume shops, and it's like, hey, this is plus size. No, it's not.
Oh yeah, plus size is like what, like a 2X in certain things, and you're like, dude, you'll put it on, and you'll be like, dude, if I flex one time or try to run, this fucker's ripping. It is not holding.
I remember one time I tried on the Green Ranger costume, and Mel told me to come out, and Mel's like, "You do realize that your nuts are showing in both of those, right?" Like,
she's probably laughing her ass off and shit. Yeah, laugh the fuck up.
It was like so tight on my nuts. I was like, "God." She's like, "One's popped right here, one's right here." I'm like,
"Go, busting nuts now." Like, can you breathe?
I can taste it. Oh, fuck.
I was able to breathe. What's cool is I was able to breathe, and I loved the costume. Don't get me wrong, I love the Green Ranger, but it was just.
Hey, at least I know one thing. If I won the millions, I'd have a tailor doing my custom costumes on my ass. That's what I would do. Like a motherfucker. You'd have a wrestling. You could shit. If you won millions, you could just get a motherfucker to make you a Hollywood Hogan costume easily. Just fits you.
Yeah, see, I see his weightlifting belts there on the beach shop, and I would love to get.
I'm surprised you haven't got one of those fuckers yet. That's like a Hogan trademark.
I know. I have to lose a little bit of inches in the waist first before
I would just want him to put them on the wall. Period.
That is true. Yeah, I was sitting there thinking about it. Like, which one would I want? Would I want the yellow and red one, or the red and yellow, or the black and white? I was like,
I know, because you like. What's your favorite? Are you like a Hulkamaniac or like a Hollywood? Or are you like a both?
I like the Hollywood Hogan, but I also like the Hogan. My favorite Hogan, believe it or not, is the NWO Elite Hogan, like when he was with the Wolfpack.
Oh, and he had a little bit of the red in there too.
He had a little bit of the red, and he had the like tie dye black and white, and I like that Hogan. But I also like the Hogan that came back in WWE that had like the feathers and the red and yellow tie.
Oh, when he had like the tie dye pants and shit. When he came back with the Hulk Steel Rule shirt.
Yeah, I like that Hogan too, but I'm more of a Hollywood guy.
Man,
like
if he
the
put like
Hollywood.
one of the original ones on there, like original like 80s Hulk belt, it'd be like, oh, I'm getting that one first, the original.
Man, I had one of those. I remember Hogan wearing a fanny pack. So I remember back then I used to wear a fanny pack.
I mean, if you're a Hogan fan, man, I'd go ahead and get a Hollywood belt and then get a Hulkster belt and just have a collection on the fucking wall. Like, I mean, it's like I said, like when it comes to like Sting, I've got all his gloves and shit, so it's easy to find his ones he wore in WCW because I remember all Sting wore in WCW was those fucking black and white mechanics gloves. That's all he wore.
See, now if I got one of those weightlifting belts, I'd be tempted to use that in bed. So that'd be kind of.
That's the only thing that's tempting. Like, you know what? Wait a minute. Maybe I'll use it at the gym one time, just to say I showed it off. Because you really do hope somebody notices that shit. You're like, is that a fucking Hogan weightlifting belt? Yeah, that's fucking badass.
I hear. You know what's funny is I've worn my wrestling shirt. I've worn my NWO one, and I've worn the Hulkamania one. I've worn like another wrestling shirt, and no one never says a word there. So it's like okay. I guess we're not wrestling fans here, so it's good.
That's why when my friend when she got me that Undertaker 30 years urn, I was like, she's like happy birthday. I was like, oh my god, I got a fuck. I was like one of the creme de la cremes of Undertaker fans to get the urn. I was like so happy, like I got the fucking urn.
Oh yes.
I don't even like take it. Honestly, when I take that out of the box, I'm very careful with that fucker. Very careful. Because the urn is like the number of creme de la creme in the hat. Like when they had the hat for sale online, I had to have the Taker hat. I've always wanted the hat. Although it doesn't fit, I still wanted it.
So I think
they got the one. I think the next thing I would want would be one of those Undertaker belts. Those are fucking sweet.
I think what we're gonna do is get that Taker video going this week. Figure out when people are available to do the Taker thing, and then I think the next other video me and you should do is we should definitely talk about these little wrestling fans that get into the ring and
wrestling fans get in the ring. Also, you can mix up with these wrestling fans that bitch no matter what they get given. They love it, then they hate it. They love it, then they hate it.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Right now, they're all happy about. Oh man, Triple H is bringing WWE like NXT, and I guarantee you, eventually they're gonna be like, "Well, fuck him."
Well, dude, I hate that shit when I see people wanting somebody to get a belt. They're like, "Oh, I want this person to get the belt." They get the belt. As soon as they get the belt, oh, they're boring now, and they need to lose the belt. You were just bitching and saying you wanted them to have it.
That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what's happened to this girl. That's exactly what's happened to Liv Morgan. Everybody was like, they're never pushing her. They finally give her the belt. Now they're like, oh, fuck her. Give it to Shayna and Ronda again. I'm like,
it's like watching AEW. I think Jade Cargill is actually pretty damn good as a fucking girl women's champion. I think she's getting better in the ring. I think she's a badass bitch. And then people are like, oh, I don't like her with the belt. Just like people wanted Britt Baker to be the fucking champion. She got the belt. Not even a month later. Oh, stale. Her title run sucks. Guys, not every title run is going to be the best damn thing on earth.
you know what's even worse than YouTube wrestling fans? TikTok wrestling fans. Titty Talks. They get on there. They are very opinionated. There's a girl on there called Wheezes. She does wrestling panels. And she pretty much said, and I fucking kid you not, that she said that Kenny Omega is better than Shawn Michaels.
I mean, maybe he's more athletic.
No. She hates Shawn Michaels, period. Like, she thinks Shawn Michaels is the most...
Okay, well, let's translate this. I don't like Shawn Michaels, but I like Kenny Omega, so technically that means Kenny's Becca. Haha. There you go. Translation.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's like saying some stupid shit like, I'll tell you what, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat couldn't touch Kofi Kingston. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. You fucking trying to piss someone off?
Yeah.
The popularity of Cena, Hogan could never touch. I'm not even a Hogan fan. I'm not even going to touch that one.
I would touch it if someone said that. It's like, come
It'd be
on.
like, dude, you'd be like, oh, Cena's done multiple things. Like, dude, do I have to show you the stats of Hogan's popularity in the 80s and the 90s? So, like, Cena was big. Yeah, he sold a lot of shit, but he did not come close to Hulkamania. No.
Wrestlers wanted to go. Hogan wrestled two shows a night. And
Dude, Cena wasn't even on Ultimate Warriors level.
Nope.
Fuck no. Some people, when they say certain things, it's like when I knew these had to have been young kids that were born yesterday when they were voting the New Day's the biggest stable of all time over the NWO. Are you out of your motherfucking mind? That's not even funny. That's blasphemy. To me, I'm offended.
Well, I'll tell you this much, guys. We're definitely going to get the Undertaker stuff going. So we'll talk about some good Taker stuff, and
It's like a /Jim Rant /wrestling.
yeah, that's what I put on there, like Jim /Rant, yeah, talking. But we talk about a lot of different things. So I mean, that's just what.
Yeah, and please, guys in the locker room, please stop being naked. I beg you. I don't like the kids. I'm glad we're coming to August 31st where they're gone. But guys, please stop walking around butt ass naked with your dicks out. It's really disgusting.
That's why I'm glad that the gym is like 5 minutes from my house, so I don't have to take a shower there. I can just hop right in the car.
Ugh. To the people in there, and also please stop texting when you're sitting on fucking machines. Please stop that.
The only time that I do something like that is if I'm on a bike and I know Mel's a little farther away from me, and I'm like, "Hey, are you ready to go?" Then
especially if you've been wanting to get on something. Every time you pass by, the guy's still on messages like, "Dude,
yep,
I'm for real. I'm gonna fucking ask him in a minute. Like, dude, are you using this? Or are you not? Because I've fucking passed by 5 times and I want to get on it. You're just texting."
I mean, I gotta send you this funny video later on Facebook. But there's this. I follow this. Mel introduced me to this thing called Do Perfect, and they do like all these like funny carnations. They did one about gym people. It's like fucking hilarious. Like this one guy's like, "Hey man, I'm using this one, and I'm gonna go walk across here, and I'm gonna use that one again. I'm gonna come back over here and use this machine, and I'm gonna come back over there and use that machine too." And I'm like, walk over, do one set, then go over and do another set somewhere else, and come back and do this one.
It's funny when they do some of those ones that piss people off in the gym because you know it's going to happen. It's like that dude that was in the gym and he did all the noises. I don't know if you ever seen him. He was on the treadmill going,
Yeah.
Fucking cracked me up. I was like, dude, I would have lost it in there. Fuck.
There was a girl on Saturday who was on the treadmill. This black lady, and she was over there like breaking down, dancing while on the treadmill. And I'm just like,
hey, that's actually kind of funny sometimes.
It is funny, yeah.
I've seen some guys get down when they're on the ellipticals. I'm like, yeah, get that shit. Fuck it. Maybe you're only doing cardio. Fuck it.
And what did I do on the bike the other day? I did the Running Man like from Jim Carrey on Dumb and Dumber. I was like, looking like I was just running like come on.
Shit, I'll give it to you, women that do that shit, that do the dancing. If my big ass tried doing a twirl on any of those things, I'd fall on my fucking ass. Like the girls that go on Stairmaster and do the backward and then step backwards on it. Oh, fuck that. Shit. My feet are too damn big for the fucking Stairmaster. Like, I love it, but my feet, like, the Stairmaster is like feet length. They're not that big. So if you got a shoe size over 12, you're fucked. It does suck sometimes.
Yep.
And 13 and a half fucking damn shoe, and I'm stepping on a Stairmaster where the length is like fucking 11 inches.
And then when you step on the Stairmaster and you're a bigger guy, you hear the stair go.
Yeah, sometimes I've been on some of those ones where you go, you fat fuck. You're fucking crying on there. I'm not fat. Shut up. Like, you ever heard a big dude try to like run on a treadmill? Boom, boom, boom.
Well, I tell you this much. I love using the battle ropes, and the battle ropes over here now at our gym now. Is one side it looks so good, but the other side looks like it's shredded. Almost looked like a fucking mouse went over there and bit like half of it off.
Oh, like the kind of like I call them the CrossFit ropes and shit. You like grab them and you wiggle them for like a few minutes.
Yeah, I love those things.
Those things are great, man. I did that one time during a shoulder train, and I did it for like 5 minutes. Man, it worked every muscle in my arms and my fucking shoulders. Like, it was burning. Those are no joke. Those are
I like
no
to
joke.
add it. See, what I like to do is I like to add stuff like squats with them too. When I'm doing it, like I'll jump up and down with it, and then like
Yeah.
a little zigzag with it, and
That's actually good training if you're a movie star in an action movie or you're trying to do wrestling. It's really good training with that rope. It really is. Jay, if you had something like that backstage before you had to do a wrestling match, that'd help you with a good warm up.
man, I used to go do that straight off to do the warm up first, and like after like
Because like a lot of
15
wrestlers like do warm ups before they wrestle and shit, so you can get everything loosened up, like in push ups or some shit like that for a match.
So I tell anybody if you get a chance to use the battle ropes beforehand, I will say this: if you never used them before, you will think it's the most evilest thing in the world, but you just gotta break her in gently. Once you break her
Yeah,
in,
just unhook it and get a bunch of big dudes to do jump rope with it.
yeah. Look at me do my jump.
When I
rope.
was big and lifting weights, I fell into this huge big cake. I ate it so fast.
The fact that our gym has monkey bars on there, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, okay, this is interesting.
I wouldn't even jump monkey bars right now.
No, I tried to, and I was like, no, not doing it.
We're gonna go to a kids park and use the monkey bars, and our legs are gonna hit the ground. Like, well, this doesn't work. shit. I don't give a fuck how old you are. I still playing some fucking kid shit on the parks. I'm like, yeah, big kid, fuck it, who cares?
Go down the slide, and basically you're like, fuck, out.
Fucking. You try going down those slides that look like the tubes. You're like stuck in that fucker. I need some help here. I'm kind of stuck. Well, you didn't realize you're not a kid anymore. Yeah, but the thought was fun. Shit. Get a bunch of big dudes going to a ball pit and shit. Yeah, ball pit. Yeah, fuck these kids. Sir, we're going to have to lube you up in that slide. All right, fuck it.
Before we end this, though, Rim, I have to ask you, and I know all the gyms you've been to, have you ever experienced somebody walking by farting?
I don't think I've heard it, but I've smelled it. I mean, I've heard someone's. I mean, I've smelled some shit where I'm like, dude, is that like ass or like a sour armpit? Now I'm used to. I know you smell the guys that have fucking no deodorant.
Yes. Yeah.
That's fucking disgusting, and some of them reek so bad. I'm guilty for fucking farting in the gym and being it real so bad. I'm like, I have to blame it on somebody else. Somebody walks by, you got to play it cool. Yeah, what is that? What the fuck is that? Oh my god, I smell it too. The nerve on people. This fucking guy.
I did it once when I was doing the battle ropes, and I did it once when I was doing the leg press. And I was like,
yeah, I've done a leg press. It's all that pressure coming down your ass. You're gonna do it.
And it was right next to this girl that was doing the curls, and I'm glad the music was loud because mine was like,
oh yeah, dude, I did a squat one time and did it. It's all that pressure down there. You're like, well, that happens.
I've done it on the elliptical too, because when you're using the arm and the legs and it's like kicking, you're like,
I've done it on like a treadmill and shit and every damn thing. And I'm like, yeah, no one's gonna. Yeah, that'll be the one time you just let go loose and that one person goes next to you, like motherfucker. That's another little thing before this video ends. And I understand now when they say this, because I don't like this either. When the whole gym is empty, but motherfuckers got to go right next to you.
it's the same thing like going to a movie theater. You want to sit right there, and they automatically, back in the day, they would sit right there back there too, because they know what you're about to do.
A fucking parking lot where you park in the middle and no one's right next to you. Someone pulls right next to you. The whole parking lot's got lanes everywhere. Let me park right next to you. Fuck.
Man, well, I'll tell you this much. This is the worst experience I've ever had at the gym. There was one guy in Urban Active, or Go's Gym at the time. He had on I just paint the picture for you. He was this young teenager, thought he can outlift he was right next to me, thought he can outlift what I was doing. And he had on white pants.
Oh, I could probably see where this is going.
Bench pressing. And all I heard was, and then I just saw like brown go everywhere.
I was about to say, Deadpool should have showed up. He should have wore the brown pants.
Yes.
Oh, God. You fucking shit yourself.
Man, he ran like everywhere. He ran in the bathroom. Oh my god, no.
Dude, I'm never. He said he was. You said he was bench pressing.
Yeah, he was bench pressing.
I've never benched to the point where I had to shit my pants.
I was just like, I saw his face. His face was getting red. He was like,
Oh, bright white too, man. Like if you at least would have wore two kinds of shorts underneath those pants, you wouldn't have showed. But well, unless you had the Rhea shits. If you had the Rhea shits, it's gonna go right through everything. Oh, I mean, usually people, if you go to the bathroom and you piss and you shake your dick, and it still runs when you get it back in your pants. I've had that done before, where you thought you shaked it hard enough, and the shit goes. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yep, I've had that happen.
I just play it off. I go right through the sink, and I just act like I spilled my shaker water. Oh, look at that shit! See, and spill more down my leg. I'm like, damn it! There you go. I'm out squeaky clean. I think I spilled water on it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I will say this though. The comment section, some of you guys later on, if you guys see this and you want to talk about some of the worst experiences you've had in the gym and who you've heard smell like cottage cheese and ass.
Smell like ass, bad pussy, bad BO, fucking motherfuckers walking in the gym wearing sandals.
I will say this though, when I see a guy in a gym wearing sandals, I secretly pray that a barbell will fall on it, like a dumbbell will fall.
Well, for one, they shouldn't even let you go through the front door when you wear sandals. They should tell you immediately, no. What are you doing?
We haven't really seen that. I've seen people wear boots. I've seen that. I've seen like the combat.
I've seen a lot of sandals lately. A lot of sandals. And there's one guy at our Planet Fitness. He takes his job too serious. He's that one guy that works there and constantly wants to do the right thing, and he constantly wants to be on people's ass. He takes his job way too serious, like one of them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't care for him too much. He saw me squatting without shoes, doing socks one time, but he didn't do it nicely. He's like, but I don't have to tell you again. I'm like, motherfucker, or what? I'm just squatting without how does that bother anybody? And I told him, I said, let me guess, somebody's told on me that I have my shoes off. No, it's not that. Yes, they did, because you were way over there and you didn't even see me. And all of a sudden you just spotted me. Yeah, someone told on me. Because whether you like it or not, people, there are narcs there. There are snitches.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So if I see a motherfucker over there with sandals on and I got my shoes off, I'm going to tell, hey, why does he got his sandals on then? How come he can wear the sandals with no socks? But I'm squatting with socks and I'm not allowed to do that. So no. I do feel like sometimes when you go to a gym, I don't know if this is just me, but I do feel like sometimes people pick their favorites. I do.
They do.
Like the ass kissers that will constantly talk to the staff will get like free passes to do anything they want. But if they don't know you too well, I feel like they kind of give you that mean look. I've experienced it before.
I remember there was this girl that worked at the gym once, and my friend had no membership. I had no free passes or nothing. And he walked in there in the gym with me. And because he was a good-looking guy, and he was military, he was from military, they were all goo-goo gaga for him. They're like, oh, you can go in for free. It's okay. It's like,
ain't that some shit?
I mean, I'm like, okay. Well, I mean,
should just freaked out, be like, "Oh, that's fucking racist."
Yeah, I should be like, "What the fuck?"
I didn't talk to your lawyer, your manager. Oh, that's racist. Fuck. Profiling. As a matter of fact, sexual assault. She's looking at my dick. Yeah.
Anyways, though, ladies and gentlemen, though, we've been on here for 2 hours, 13 minutes, which I have.
Oh my God, it's been that long. Holy shit.
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck? 2 hours? What do you think that?
It's okay. I got to get back to my tacos anyway.
Yeah, get back to the tacos. We're going to get the taker thing going. And I know some people are going to be like, well, God, this will be a long one. I'm like, we'll probably skip a few.
It's worth it.
Yeah, I'll just skip it.
People, wait till we get to his Hall of Fame speech. That'll be a real long one.
Oh, geez, Louise. And I will say this, though. Glenn Jacobs, you stole stuff from Taker.
Yep.
Anyways,
That's
Brandon,
good.
you got anything else to say about some of these gym people or some of these people that make comments about, oh, you're on steroids, you both are.
My only thing is get your fucking facts right before you assume shit. And when you look at me and you say stupid shit like, I want to be big, but I don't want to look like you. Trust me, bitch, you never will. That's all I gotta say.
And that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, I ain't right. May peace be with you, fellow humans.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with some wrestling stuff later on and get the Taker thing going and adios to everybody. Hope everybody had a really
This video was brought to you by Big Kev's Body Wash.
yes. Well, you can smell like Kong
Yeah.
every day, all day.
And
Like I
also
said,
brought to you by Rum's Beer. Get fucked up on a daily basis. Legal age 14.
this thing is also brought to you by Juggalo Gamers, uh, Juggalo Gamers Popcorn, where you can actually pop your own corn.
And also brought to you by my phone number. Your mom's already got it.
All right, everybody. We'll see you guys some other time.
All right. Peace out, ladies.